This is a special presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting Sports. It's time for the 2021 Boys State Hockey Tournament. Boys State Hockey is brought to you by First National Bank, Envirotech, Taco John's, and Xander Auto Parts. And also by Fisher Rounds, Kubota, Dakota Land, The Clubhouse and Pier, Weatherall, and Hermanson Endodontics. Boys State Hockey Tournament coverage is also brought to you by Oahe Federal Credit Union, Fastenal, Tickled Pink, the Shields Iceplex, Midwest Hockey TV, and Grey Goose Store and Social Club. State Tournament hockey coverage is also brought to you by Leisure Palace Pools and Spa, Reliabank, Pelican Power Sports, Pizza Ranch, and Sunmasters. And now with the call of the action, here's Jeff Anderson, Jim Lloyd, and John Winkler.
And we welcome you into game number 2 here at the Shields Iceplex as the Watertown Lakers take on the Sioux Falls 1 Flyers in the second game of the Consolation bracket. John Winkler alongside Jeff Anderson, Jim Lloyd, and Jeff, who will be calling this game. This matchup here for Sioux Falls 1 in Watertown. This is a big, important game for a lot of guys, maybe more so for Sioux Falls 1 because they're an older group than Watertown.
They really are. Watertown has but 2 seniors that play on this squad, and so as a result, of course, Kranz is one of those, and Sheehan is the other one. So we'll have to wait and see how that all works out. But yes, Sioux Falls more of a veteran team than Watertown is. The Lakers, of course, got to get the puck in the net. They've been outscored their last 2 games. They haven't scored a goal. They've been outscored 16-0 in their last 2 games. So they've got to take it a period at a time and put the puck in the net.
You're taking that personal, aren't you,
I
Jeff?
really am taking that personally.
The voice of the Lakers is saying, put it in the net.
Well, the funny thing is, we talked with Mr. Purdy earlier in the year for the girls, and they were having trouble scoring. We said, simple, put the puck, shoot the puck on net.
Yeah.
They got 40 shots on goal that game, and they won. Simple as that.
Maybe we should call Coach Witt up here so you could speak with him.
He knows how that works. Of course, this will be the 3rd time these 2 have played this year. Sioux Falls won the opener 6-2, and they won a game just a couple of weeks ago by 7-3. So, of course, it's payback time as far as the Lakers, but there is no tomorrow. You either win today or you go home. And, of course, the winner gets to play tomorrow against Sioux Center in a wild and woolly game that got over just a little bit ago. 8-6 was the final score. Got down to runtime on that game. 7-1 a one-time Sioux Center. And Huron came back to make it 7-6 before Sioux Center prevailed 8-6, the final, the highest scoring game of the tourney so far. So Watertown, Sioux Falls 1 getting set to play here at the Iceplex, and we'll come back on our pregame show after this 2-minute timeout.
Hello, hockey fans. First National Bank is excited to sponsor the 2021 Varsity Hockey State Tournament. Good luck to all the talented players, and a special shout out to our hometown team, the Hawaii Capitals. At First National Bank, we're always on your team and ready with the assist to reach your financial goals. Check us out at firstnationalbanks.com or at First National BNK on Facebook. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
The frigid air of winter and the blistering heat of summer can really put a dent into your pocketbook. The gang at Weatherall Roofing and Insulation in Pierce say, just foam it. Saving money on your energy bills is what it's all about with Weatherall Roofing and Insulation. Let Weatherall Roofing and Insulation help you save money with their custom spray foam or blow-in fiberglass insulation. Call 224-7982 for a free estimate. And remember, just foam it.
Drop that puck! Drop that puck! Drop that puck! Hey, hockey fans, before or after the game, come on out to Grey Goose Store and Social Club. Dine in, carry out, stop by for refreshments, fill up your tank with quality fuel. We've got it all at Grey Goose Store and Social Club, just off of Grey Goose Road, behind the red line of the capital city. Go Capitals! When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zanders has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zanders, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories. When you're looking for quality trash pickup services, look no further than Envirotech. 6 days a week, their trucks are on the road picking up trash, even holidays. They're also the place to contact for recycling services. Their friendly, professional staff is ready to assist with weekly pickups or even special pickups. Check out the website at EnvirotechWaste.com. Envirotech is locally operated. Call 224-4804. Envirotech Waste Services in Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
We're back here at the Shields Iceplex as we are getting set for Game 2, Watertown and Sioux Falls 1. John Winkler alongside Jeff Anderson, Jim Lloyd. And Jeff, it should be a good matchup. Should be a good matchup, Game 2 of 4.
Well, we hope so. You just never know. I was looking back, of course, last night, and we were talking about the Brookings game. Watertown, of course, went through a whole period where they never got a shot on goal. They were outscored last night, of course, 7-0 in the final, but 41 saves in that game for Owen McBride, and only 7 saves as far as the Brookings netminder was concerned. That, of course, was Cade Brecker.
Yeah.
So the Lakers have got to get more shots on net, no question about that. By the way, of course, KS93 today carrying this particular game because of the USD game on 1480 KSTR. There's also, of course, CapitalCityRock.com, and there's Capital City Sport U-Term and everything else, right?
we were kidding Jeff. The reason why he did that, we were kidding him off the air that we always make him say all these call letters.
Yeah,
so
he couldn't get it right if he had to.
And he does a good job. He gets them right.
And also, of course, you can catch it today on CCNO in Minneapolis, KMOX in St. Louis, KDKA in Pittsburgh, and what's the big one in Denver?
I don't know that one.
K-Fan of the Twins. We got them all covered.
We got them all.
That's what happens when you've been in radio 40 years. You know all the stations.
Yeah. 40. That was so long ago I can't remember 40.
Still calling games and still the voice of the Lakers.
Oh, I tell you.
How many Laker games have you done, Jeff?
I have no clue. 200? I have really no clue. I know if the
probably
total
over 200.
I'm one of the few. Maybe the only crazy one that has ever kept track of all the games I have done in terms of numbers, because when I first started way back in the dinosaur age, it was kind of a novelty on my part. I thought I got to do so many games in a year, and so I've kind of kept track over the years. But then you get to a certain point where I was actually away from it for a couple of years, and somebody called Jenny Workus got me back into it, and so as a result, then the numbers probably weren't as big a deal. But I've been with one of the few that have ever kept track of that, just in terms because it was something that was a good motivating factor for me. It was a big game, that type of thing, if the number was big.
What was your number before you quit keeping track?
I'm not sure what it is. I know what it is now. Now it's about 2,179, I think it is, somewhere right in there. So.
Wow. That was really specific to that number. Yeah, I think you knew. You guys probably talked about this. Said I'm going to ask you this question tomorrow, and you better know the answer to it.
Yeah,
somewhere in there.
You probably wore out 4 or 5 headsets.
Actually, I think this is the one I have right now. I got my 29th year in radio.
Oh, really?
And it's about 46 years now, because my wife thought it was a little bit expensive. I go, after 29 years, I think I deserve my own.
Well,
yeah.
Good. Well, we're glad you're still doing them, Jeff.
We're still plugging away.
Yeah. We're glad you're doing them.
Sometimes we're 5 minutes behind the action, but that's okay.
That's all right. Well, it's keeping you honest now, though, because there's YouTube.
Yeah.
Before it was just radio, and nobody could see a thing on radio.
That's right.
Now you got to keep up with it all.
Yeah, you really do.
Well, we're glad you're still doing it.
Well, thank you. So we'll give it a try anyway. This afternoon, of course, we look forward to this matchup between these two. Then we, of course, really look forward to the next 2 matchups also, with the Wahi and Rushmore coming up. That'll be about 4:35 this afternoon. First semifinal game followed by Brookings and Sioux Falls 2, 7:35 tonight. Then we leave here, the Shields Iceplex, and we go over to the Denny for tomorrow. The third place game, the Consolation Championship first, then the third place, and of course the title matchup as well. And of course, if you talk to the people in Oahe, they're hoping they're in the championship, as does Rushmore, as does Brookings, and as does Sioux Falls too. I think it's four of the best teams left in the state.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you. I like that Oahe team, John, and it's not just because, you're the voice of the Oahe Capitals, but that team has got some players that can turn it on when they need to, and they've done that all year.
Yeah, and that first semifinal is such a fun two games because Sioux Falls, too, is kind of that up-and-coming team that wants to be on top with the older guys in terms of Brookings and Oahe and Rushmore. But then you get Oahe and Rushmore. Rushmore won both games, but yet they're going to be the visitors. They beat Oahe in both games, but yet they're going to be the visitors on the scoreboard because they're the number 3 seed, and the Caps are the number 2 seed. So,
yep.
They're going to be two fun games here coming up, but we got a fun game before we get to that point.
Right.
And the winner will be facing Sioux Center tomorrow morning in the Consolation Championship.
All right. At least we hope it's a good game today. You never know. The last one was a barn burner.
Yeah, I would say.
8-6. Lakers, of course, will be in their road black in this game, and Sioux Falls 1 will be in their home white with the navy blue breezers, the white sweaters, and navy blue on the sleeves. And it looks like, well, let's get to the starting lineup.
Watertown. Starting in goal, number 30, Owen McBride.
41 saves for him yesterday.
On defense, number 10, Max Evans.
Max Evans gets the start.
On defense, number 17, Austin McBride. At forward, number 4, Blair Boonsma. At forward, number 22, Grayson Bowling. And at forward, number 23, Austin Green. Coaches from Watertown are Evan Witt, Dylan Werpus, Ryan Falk, and Jacob Fastenau. And now for the home team on the scoreboard, Sioux Falls Flyers Varsity 1. Starting in goal for Sioux Falls, number 50, Jackson Bruning.
All right.
On defense, number 19, Marcus Holly. On defense, number 45, Nick Gromer. At forward, number 34, Jace Ort. Forward, number 12, Jake Bain. And forward, number 7, Ryan Berglund. Coaches for Sioux Falls Flyers Varsity 1 are Ben Frisbee and Lee Namer. Officials for today's game, as assigned by South Dakota Amateur Hockey. Your referees, from Springfield, South Dakota, Matt Strand. From Springfield, Missouri, Jared Sterrett. Linesmen are Brian Rice from Springfield, Michigan, and Adam Koenig from Springfield, Colorado.
Oh, the guys from Springfield there.
Oh, yeah, they get them all over the countryside to come to this tournament, don't they?
I would say Springfield from The Simpsons is one of the referees.
Yes.
Oh, yes. So we look ready for it. Of course, Sioux Falls will be defending the goal to our left, and of course, Watertown obviously defending the goal to our right. As you check out your radio dial on KS93, or of course, Capital One Sports.
Capital City Rock Sports.
That's right,
there
Capital City Rock Sports. Today I can't say that for some reason. And of course, also of course on YouTube.
As long as you can say McBride today, that'll be great, Jeff.
Well, he's going to need another good game. Green facing off here against, of course, Sioux Falls, and that was Berglund. They made a little change there. The puck comes into the Sioux Falls zone. Watertown will put some pressure on, and the puck comes along the near boards. Bain comes up with that, lost the handle, got it back, played it off the high rail, comes up here to Orth. Orth dumps it in the Lakers zone, picked up here by Boomsma. Boomsma wears number 4, comes back out here just beyond Bain's reach, comes back just over the blue line, neutral zone, picked up by Sioux Falls. That's Orth playing it back into the zone, and of course, it is behind that net is McBride who stops the puck. Loose puck comes out here to Bowling, knocked away that time by Sioux Falls defensively. That was Halling. No, it's not Nick Halling, it's Marcus Halling. And of course, 16:15 to go here in this first period as Sioux Falls plays it back into the Watertown zone. Going hard after that, the puck, of course, will be Hansen. That's Emmett Hansen, with 15 goals, 19 assists on the year. Lakers play it back to the neutral zone, just beyond the reach of Austin McBride, back in the Sioux Falls zone. Comes out here, of course, that was just beyond the reach of Althoff, but Althoff comes up with the puck, plays it back in the Lakers zone, up and down the ice right now. One of Watertown's seniors right there, Parker Sheehan, gets to the puck, plays it along the far rail, kept that in, and of course, by Sioux Falls, far side over there. Can't find his number to save my soul, but that's all right. We'll get to it later. That's Reiners. Comes out there. The memory does work once in a while. Comes back here, of course, picked up here by Hermsen. Hermsen in the Lakers zone looking for a centering pass, but that was broken up. It was intended that time for Hansen. And back into the Sioux Falls zone it goes. Back to get it, of course, will be Everson or Everson. 20 goals, 9 assists on the year. Lakers come up with it, take it away. A backhander, puts a shot on. Save made. That was Workus. Another shot out front. If they get more than 2 in a period, that'd be amazing. Comes out here, of course, to center ice. Picked up here, and down the left side goes Sioux Falls 1. Looking for a centering pass. Gets taken off the puck by the Lakers. Right now the Lakers have a 1-0 shot on goal advantage. Here comes Tommy Foley as he zips in the Sioux Falls zone there. Gathers after that loose puck. Sioux Falls clears it along the near board here as they move from our left to right. Back there the Lakers keep it in. That was nicely done by Wertink. Picked up here by Olsen. Olsen played a big game in yesterday's. Out here comes the Clinton skating and puts a shot on, and the save made by Owen McBride. 14:34. Goalies will 99% of the time make a save when they get a good look at the puck like that.
I will say the only thing that made things a little bit different was Clinton didn't get all of it, so that fluttering shot, sometimes as a goalie you want to jump out that glove a little bit too quickly and it might flutter past you.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Face off to the left of McBride. Goes back behind the Laker goal. Far side over there, but of course Sioux Falls will hold the zone. Deep in the slot, Lakers break away with it. You get out to neutral ice with the puck right there. That was for the Lakers. That was Bramer. Bramer dumps it into the Sioux Falls zone. And, of course, going back to get it will be Nathan. Along the near boards here, puck goes all the way back in the Lakers zone. Picked up, of course, and that was by Austin Rosenbaum. Rosenbaum wears 28. Looks for the puck in the corner here. Back out to Nathan, putting a shot on goal. Gets broken up. A little bit to the left of the net anyway. Shot there is right on, and a save made by Owen McBride. 2-1 shots on goal right now. Sioux Falls with the lead there, but it's scoreless on the scoreboard at 13:53 of this first period.
That Sioux Falls won. Their fourth line didn't play at all yesterday because I was sitting there going, I don't remember calling Orth or Rosenbaum or Bain's name at all, and they've already been on the ice today.
Yeah, they in fact actually even started this game, if you will. Pack is fully in the corner there. Watertown in their own zone. Puck comes back behind the Laker net, picked up here, of course, by Sheehan. Parker Sheehan lost the handle, picked up here by Bain. And then along the near boards, actually, that was Berglund, beg your pardon. Comes out here. The Lakers will break away with a 2-on-1, an odd man rush. This is Bowling, and they may have been offside.
Oh, Boomsma was maybe an inch offside.
Oh, boy.
That's a tough one.
That's when you just ask the official to look the other way, but doesn't work that way. 13:29 to go, period number 1. Scoreless hockey game. Face off just outside the Sioux Falls blue line, and of course in the neutral zone. Picked up there that time. Everson in the face-off gets dumped back into a corner. We have another whistle stopping play at 13:24. Earlier today, 8-6. Hurons eliminated by Sioux Center. The loser of this game gets to go home. Austin Green in the face-off circle to the left of Jackson Brudick. He goes against Everson. Face-off, Lakers don't win the draw, but Sioux Falls does. Cromer plays it back behind his own net. Watertown gets to that loose puck, nevertheless, out in the slot. And boy, Bowling was lining it up for a shot, and the puck got away. And they clear it back in the Lakers zone, and Parker Sheehan goes after that loose puck, working down there against Althoff. Back behind the net, Everson looks for a centering pass out front. Lakers will clear it away, and they'll break it out in the neutral ice area. Gromer has to go all the way back in his own zone to come up with a loose puck. Backhander that time, neutral zone, picked up by Green. Rink wide pass that time, comes off to McBride. Getting to the puck is Evans. Evans puts a shot on, a bullet that goes wide, and the Lakers keep the puck in play. Neutral zone, now gets out here to McBride. Lost the handle. Sioux Falls knocks it away back in the Lakers zone. Halling goes after that loose puck. He works down there against Kranz. Loose puck played around the boards there. Shot by Clinton is broken up in traffic. Loose puck near side picked up here by Hermsen. Hermsen with a puck looking for a bad angle shot or pass, if you will. Comes back out here. Sioux Falls tries to keep it in. The Lakers break it out in the neutral zone. Workers can't quite get to that puck. Halling plays it back in the neutral zone. Watertown plays it into the Sioux Falls zone. Picked up by Hermsen. Hermsen with a puck near side. Rink wide pass. Stretch pass that time too far. Picked up by Beebe. Plays it back in the Lakers zone. Watertown at least putting some pressure on so far in this early going of this one. Clinton plays it back behind his own net. Picked up, of course, that time by the Flyers. Lakers knock it down. That was Parker Sheehan. Then the puck gets cleared back to the neutral zone. Picked up by Watertown. Knocked down there. They knock it down again. This time it's Allard. Allard has 3 goals, 3 assists on the year. Tries to deke out of Hermsen. And, of course, he goes without the puck. Comes back here, of course, left side Berglund with a puck right now for Sioux Falls. Near side puts a bad angle shot on. It gets over the far side there. Coming out, shot on that time by Halverson. Wouldn't go, broken up in traffic with the 11:24 clock running in this first period. Allard can't get to the puck. Backhander that time. And that was, of course, by Sioux Falls. And that was Har. Yeah, I couldn't find Math Har. And Har didn't start, so I was expecting him to, but he put a shot on there. So 3-1 shots on goal right now, but it's a scoreless hockey game. 11:20 to go, rattled off almost 6 minutes of this third period in the consolation round of the State Varsity Boys Hockey Tournament. Couple of great games coming up after this. Should be really fun with Brookings and Sioux Falls too. Before that, Owyhee and the Rushmores. And of course, John Winkler will have the play-by-play of both of those games on CapitalCityRocks.com or Capital City Sports, YouTube.
That was the Rock Sports.
I could do that. Rock Sports as well. 11-20. Yeah, Rosenbaum goes after the face-off there. Picked up by the Lakers, knocked up in the air, trying to get to it. Backhand that time. Nathan couldn't get to the puck. Where is that little sucker? And it comes out here in the slot. The Lakers clear it away, and they'll clear it out to the neutral zone. With it right now, Foley. Plays it hit, was blocked that time by Olsen. Then going after that loose puck far side in the Sioux Falls zone. Watertown can't get to it, and Parker Sheehan will have to hustle back after that puck, getting some pressure from Rosenbaum. 10:52 to go in this scoreless first period. Nice to have you with us, of course, this afternoon from the State A Tournament. The people at the Iceplex have been fantastic. We appreciate that very much. Tomorrow, of course, we'll be at the Denny. Denny Sanford, and of course, it'll be right here. Rosenbaum against Green on the face-off to the left of Brunig. Lakers actually won the draw, played it near side here, going after that loose puck. Lakers hold the zone, then they go back in the neutral zone, get it out here. That, of course, was Boomsma, taken away nicely by Sioux Falls, skating in, 2-on-1, and they shoot it a little bit wide. Puck goes far side over there. That gets the crowd into this hockey game. Picked up here, of course, by Bowling. Bowling back the other way for the Lakers. Poke checked away. Trailing was Boomsma, and they're going to call him offside again as the Sioux Falls people are yelling offside for the official.
A couple hundred people that they saw it offside, and they want to make sure the referee knew that before he got the whistle up there.
They have better eyes than he does. 10:26 to go in this period. Face off in the neutral zone just outside the Sioux Falls blue line. Berglund facing off there against Green. Lakers go after that loose puck, play it here for Bowling. Bowling lost the handle, picked up by Berglund. Berglund lost the handle, cleared back along the near boards. Bain plays it back in the Lakers zone, and Evans goes after that loose puck over there, but Nathan gets to it instead for Sioux Falls. Plays it back behind the Lakers zone, actually in Gretzky's office, comes back out here. Olsen puts a shot on a little bit wide of the mark. Rebound tricked away, and then, of course, Sioux Falls looking for another centering pass here. This, of course, is Nathan, and tries to stuff it in. Had a man right there, Bain, on the doorstep. Couldn't do it.
Oh, that was a good play by Owen McBride. He got all the way to his left and hustled back to his right to make a stop. Good job by Owen.
9:48 to go. He had 41 saves yesterday. He's had some in the 50s this year.
Having trouble with that net.
Yeah, they really are. I don't know why. Everson facing off here against Kranz. Kranz actually won the draw. Now he comes up with a puck in the neutral zone. If he hustles, he can get there and gets around the defender. He lost the handle. The puck got on the outside of his stick, and he couldn't pull the trigger. Loose puck over here, picked up by Sioux Falls. They'll clear it back, knocked down that time by McBride. He goes down with the puck, picked up here by the Lakers in the neutral zone. Cross-ice pass that time, Workus. Too far for McBride, and it picks up here by Sioux Falls. He'll play it off the near board for Althoff, but it goes over the glass out of play. 9:20 to go, period number 1.
Jeff, you see just a little bit different step out of the Lakers today, don't you?
Yes.
And nothing, taking nothing away from Brookings, because they're very fast and they can make you look slower. But I see a little more hustle, a little more giddy up today from the Lakers.
Well, and you've talked about that over the last few games too, late in the season. And of course, Kranz on the face-off here, picked up this time by Sioux Falls, and they'll dump it out here. That's of course Hansen, dumps it in the Lakers zone. That's Emmett Hansen, and 15 goals, 9 assists on the year. Picked up here by the Lakers. They'll play it off the near rail, kept in though that time by Hermsen. Plays it back in the Lakers zone. Parker Sheehan will go after that. He runs it down, so to speak. Far side goes to Emmett over there. Hansen picked up, of course, by Sioux Falls. Down goes Everson. A big check that time by the Lakers. And they didn't do that enough yesterday with Brookings either. And it's picked up here by Parker Sheehan. Sheehan looks for a centering pass, that time for Workus, getting on that loose puck. Comes back out here along the far rail. And a backhander that time by Kranz. Takes a big check into the boards. Beebe battling for that loose puck. And picked up here by Hermsen. Hermsen gets out here, of course, for Halverson. Halverson with the puck takes a check as well. Lakers take it away. Loose puck here, shot on. Workus tried to get the backhander. The forehand wouldn't go. We have a whistle. We have our first penalty coming up in this hockey game.
Tyler Kranz doing a really nice job there to get that pass over to him.
A slash, it's called on, let's see here, on Sioux Falls 1, as that will be, I believe, I can't find my sheet here. It's actually going to be on Daniel Halverson.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Jim.
I know. Hey, I know
get my sheet right.
I know how it is.
Yeah. So it'll be in the Sioux Falls zone. Lakers on their first power play, and of course it's the Pelican Power Sports power play, and the Lakers have it in the neutral zone right here. They'll set things up as Green off the glass near side of the board looking for Max Evans. He tries to work it around Olsen. Sioux Falls gets to the puck first though, and this of course is Olsen. Olsen near side, Berglund back to Olsen on a give and go. Takes it in over the Laker blue line. Takes it to the left side, looking for a shot on, and save made that time by Owen McBride.
That's
Parker Sheehan's stick went flying across the rink.
Yeah, it did. I thought it was going to leave the ice.
It started out by Owen McBride and ended up against the wall in the far corner.
I think it might have hit the rafters.
Yeah, I think so too. 7:52 to go.
Is that a rain stick?
Yeah. If they can draw rain with that, they're in really Berglund off the face-off there, comes back out to the point, gets beyond Hansen, actually Nathan's stick, and he has to go all the way back to get it for Sioux Falls. They're down a man right here. Lakers only were about 20% this year on power plays. Back it comes to McBride, rink wide pass, shot on in traffic, broken up in traffic. Puck goes to the far corner over there. Getting to it, of course, the Lakers. That was Evans, played it back out here. Centering pass, Watertown holds the zone. McBride puts a shot on a bullet that was wide, and we have a whistle stopping play at 7:20 to go of a scoreless first period. You talked a little bit about last night in Brookings, a little more giddy up. I also think that Watertown's got it in their head right now. They can't beat Brookings.
Right.
And they're a little bit intimidated by Brookings.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, and I just see a lot more hustle to the puck, and just a little more step with them today. And if they would have played like that with Brookings, it might have been a lot closer.
Yeah, Reiners will
because this Sioux Falls team skates well.
Workus and Reiners in the face-off circle here. Lakers have lost to them twice, cups up over the glass. Oh, high off the glass, but stays in play, strangely enough. Gromer goes after that loose puck over there, working against Foley. Two defensemen battling for the puck, and then Foley gets on it. We have another whistle. And we're going to have another penalty at 7:04 to go.
You see that broken stick there? Congratulations, Jenny Workus. You are the winner of a brand new $300 stick for your son.
She's not a winner. She's a loser of the $300 stick.
So we're going to have a penalty here
Foley.
from the Lakers, and that's going to be Foley. He's going to sit for 2 minutes.
Yeah, he got called for a trip just behind the net. That wraps up the total of $600 so far today.
Just today.
Yeah, just today.
Just today. Well, she'll have to work a little harder. And off the face-off, Watertown wins the draw, plays it back in the Sioux Falls zone. Zomer off the far side. And it's picked up here by Reiners. Takes a big check at center ice. He gets separated from the puck. All right, loose puck over there. Sioux Falls still with it. Lakers clear it out. And it's been interesting because Abba's been here a couple of times today in the concert. That's been pretty good.
They called icing on Watertown, but they're on the penalty kill.
Yeah, 6:47.
And now they're gonna
bring the
face-off.
face-off in the Lakers zone.
Oh, it's 4-on-4.
No, we're
Sorry.
4-on-4
Sorry.
hockey.
Yep.
Everson.
There we go.
Oh, yeah,
Another
we go.
26 seconds.
Yep.
That's why Watertown iced it. They thought they were on the
Yeah, I
penalty
think
kill
you're right.
too.
Okay. And the Pelican Power Sports power play comes out here. Loose puck picked up here near side. This is Althoff. Althoff with the puck. Centering pass there, broken up, intended that time for Olsen, and they score!
No, it didn't go in. It stayed out.
It stayed out.
Oh, Owen McBride with some quick hands. He stopped it and it rolled behind him and threw
it hit
himself
the
back in the
post.
puck.
Yeah, it hit the post and
Yeah.
stayed on the goal line, and then somebody, I think it was McBride, that swiped it out in front.
Sioux Falls was celebrating.
Yeah.
They thought they had a goal.
Well, I thought
Referee
they
was
did too.
Referee was right on top of it.
He
was
quickly-
right next to it.
Yeah, he quickly got his hands out saying there was no goal.
But Owen McBride with the quick hands goes back and swats it. It must have been sitting right on the line.
It must have, because I thought for sure it was in.
Oh,
All right,
dodged
Everson.
a bullet.
Boy, did they ever. Against
0-0.
Crayons, still 0-0. And Halverson plays it back in. Actually, Olsen plays it in the Lakers zone. Picked up here by Watertown. They'll backhand it there that time, getting off on a change was Sheehan. Plays it out here off the skate that time of Everson. And the Lakers, Boomsma goes after that loose puck. Picked up here, of course. And that's Olsen for Sioux Falls. Ian Gromer right now playing defensive. And, of course, trying to knock it down was that time Boomsma gets over there, but that play was Crayons who puts a shot on that gets deflected off a shoulder of Brunick up over the glass.
That hit the crossbar. That was
Okay.
off the crossbar and went out.
That was a good shot by Blair Boomsma. I didn't think he was even going to get a shot. He had a little something on that one. Blair Boomsma, number 4, he's not very big, but he can get it on his stick, and he's got a pretty good shot.
So it'll be Green and Berglund facing off to the west of Brunick in the Sioux Falls zone here with 5:51 to play. Scoreless first period of hockey. Off the face-off puck back as Hermanson goes after that. Sioux Falls keeps possession. They keep it around the near boards for Hermson. His pass out front too far, nobody home. Back to get it. Of course, McBride plays it back in the neutral zone, goes all the way into the Sioux Falls zone. Brunick stops it back beyond his own cage. In Gretzky's office, played here with 5.5 minutes to go in a scoreless hockey game. First period action. Right side pass comes off to Hermson. His rink-wide pass, and getting out of it, of course, McBride. McBride plays it back in the Sioux Falls zone again, and again, it's stopped back there, this time by Brunick. Hermson fans on the pass, but still comes up with a loose puck near side. Picked up here, of course, by Everson. Everson plays it left side onto the stick of a teammate. Down the left side they go here, and that, of course, is Matthew Haar. Haar plays the puck in the Lakers zone. Lost the handle. Lakers get it right back. Now it's a 2-on-2 if they hurry here. He could be on 3-on-2 shot that time. Goes wide by Boomsma looking for centering pass. Hermson gets the loose puck. Lakers get on it. Looking for a center pass, knocked down, broken up. Boomsma goes after it in their corner. Looking for a center pass side. Made save that time by Brunick. Comes back out here. Bowling overskates the puck a little bit. Comes back in the neutral zone. Now it's a 2-on-1 odd man rush. Haar skating in, puts a shot on a bullet. That goes wide. Rebound comes all the way out far side. A backhander that time by Hansen. Plays it back in the Lakers zone. We have a whistle.
Yeah, it was offside, but also Boomsma gets called for an elbow.
All right, so
Right on that hit.
elbowing.
Yeah, that's he had one of those yesterday, and it's one of those plays that are kind of a check after the play, and it's something that Blair's going to have to grow into and get away from those checks after the play and just continue to play hockey.
And as they say, play smart hockey.
Smart hockey,
Yeah.
right?
All right, face-off just outside the blue line. Picked up here. Sioux Falls with a zone. They played in the Lakers zone. That, of course, is Olsen. Plays it back over here. Foley on the puck. Back behind his own net. Gromer's in there as well. Cleared back out here to Olsen. Olsen at the point. Goes left side with it. Shot on that time. Right on. And Owen McBride makes the stop. So far, 9 saves from McBride. 3 for Brunick as far as Sioux Falls concerned. 4:07 to play, a scoreless first quarter. And right now, of course, it is Watertown playing a man short. Boomsma in the penalty box with 1:42 to play on this penalty. Everson off the face-off. They hold the zone, Sioux Falls does, but then getting on it, Watertown, and they'll play it off the rail and dump it into the Sioux Falls zone. Olsen has a long way to go back to get it in his own zone with 3:55 on the clock. Lakers a little pressure, leaving it here for Everson. Big boy, he can skate, gets it over the blue line, and Sioux Falls is offside.
Yep, Althoff's just a little bit off.
All right, 1:23 on the power play for Sioux Falls. The Pelican Power Sports power play. See, I did get that right.
You got it
I
now.
worked on that all summer long, let me tell you. And over here's Berglund just outside the blue line. And, of course, this picked up by Evans, and Evans will backhand it into the Sioux Falls zone. We have a good time up here, and we kind of rib each other once in a while, too. And, of course, comes off here to Nathan. Comes out here near side, but 2 great guys to work with, to say the least. Clinton picked up here, of course. Knocked down that time. Halling plays in the neutral ice area. Picked up there by Matthew Haar. Haar works over there. Lakers doing a great job of trying to break up that pass, and they do a good job and play it back into the Sioux Falls zone. They should have been playing like that all year long. Comes back out here left side, picked up here, of course, by the Lakers, and they'll play it back in. Max Evans playing a very good first period of hockey, but they've been known to do that, sometimes even a period and a half, but you got to play 3. Hopefully they can do that. Picked up here, of course, by Sioux Falls. Pass left side, or right side, Berglund in over the Laker blue line. Tries to get separated from the puck. Good defense that time by the Lakers. Loose puck picked up here by Clinton, back behind the Laker goal. Sioux Falls holds his own. Shot that time, kicked out that time off the shot of Nathan. That was Emmett. Comes back out here. Haar puts a shot on. Save made that time by the Lakers. McBride, and they'll clear the puck down the ice with 8 seconds to go on the Sioux Falls power play. Back to get it, of course, will be Halling. Back behind his own net onto the stick of Althoff. Steps around and checked that time. Lost it in the Lakers zone, though. Everson couldn't come up with it. Lakers 3-on-2 if they hurry here. Right side pass. Shot on the way and a little bit wide. Couldn't quite do it that time. That was, of course, McBride. Played back in here, and they'll flip it high off the glass. And we will have a whistle stopping play with 2:08 to go. 11-3 shots on goal right now. And, of course, Sioux Falls has the advantage there, but it's a scoreless hockey game at this point.
Jim, that was coming close to you. It hit the top of the glass. Otherwise, it was
coming.
You see
me get my hands ready?
Yeah, you're ready. You're ready for
1 inch of that glass, and it was coming right at me.
Everson facing off Lakers zone, left of course, McBride. Picked up here that time by Hermson. Plays, of course, for Hansen. Goes into the corner over there. Hounded over there by Foley. And is picked up here by Boomsma. Boomsma with a nice little move but he lost the puck. Puck didn't go with him. Halverson holds the zone, plays it out here with 1:48 to play in the period. Picked up by Sioux Falls. Long lead pass broken up by the Flyers. Picked up here, of course, for Nathan, and is picked up by Hermson. Hermson plays it back in the Watertown zone, I should say. Loose puck deep in the slot. Lakers clear it. They'll flip it out here in the neutral zone. It'll travel into the Sioux Falls zone just across the blue line. Then turning it over that time was Halverson. He slaps his stick down on the ice in disgust, but nevertheless, it becomes a shot on goal, and Brunick easily makes the save. So face off to the left of Brunick right here. And it looks like Rosenbaum will face off here against Kranz. Lakers won the draw. They had a shot, put a shot right on, broken up that time. Beebe actually acted like he wanted to be kind of careful to shoot the puck at the goalie. He could have wound up and really given him a slap shot, and he was just being kind of too kind with it.
Well, then he almost threw it off the back of Brunick into the back of the net. He was trying to go with the little rebound off of Brunick.
Finesse it in.
Yeah, Beebe to the left that time, of course, of the Lakers' Kranz. Sioux Falls actually wins the zone, puts it back in the neutral zone. Workus was over there. Lakers get to the puck. McBride. And we have another penalty coming up here with 1:08 to play.
That's Workus.
Yep, trip for Workus. Got that stick. It was an accidental trip, but accidents result in penalties as well in hockey.
He's carrying that new stick.
Yeah, he's not used to it yet.
Third power play, Pelican Power Sports power play opportunity here for Sioux Falls. Lakers have had just one so far. Backhammond goes back in his own zone, picks it up, plays it ahead pass left side, gets around that time, picked up here by Sioux Falls. They skate down the left side, shot on that time, kicked out that time by McBride off Emmett. Comes back out here. Hansen goes to after that loose puck, lost the handle, getting out there deep in the slot. Lakers will clear it away, and they'll clear it all the way down the ice off the near rail here. And it'll be, of course, Olsen back to get the puck, and Kranz will provide some pressure. And, of course, forces Olsen to stop. Lakers have put some pressure on that time by Foley. Loose puck over here, getting to it, of course, Kranz. Then trying to keep it in that time was Evans. Evans goes after that loose puck. Kranz tries to keep it in as well. Watertown down to man. They're being on offense here. Comes back to Olsen. Olsen winds up with a shot blocked that time by the Lakers. He saved the body that time. Great shot that time by McBride. Not the goaltender. Picked up here by Emmett. Puts a shot on. Comes off a Sioux Falls player that was Althoff. He wasn't quite ready for it. Sioux Falls. Watertown tries to get to it. And we'll have a scoreless first period of hockey between Watertown and Sioux Falls. Sioux Falls is right now 14 shots on goal to Watertown's 5, but it's a scoreless first period of hockey. We'll come back to the Shields Iceplex in just a moment.
Hello, hockey fans. First National Bank is excited to sponsor the 2021 Varsity Hockey State Tournament. Good luck to all the talented players, and a special shout out to our hometown team, the Hawaii Capitals. At First National Bank, we're always on your team and ready with the assist to reach your financial goals. Check us out at firstnationalbanks.com or at First National BNK on Facebook. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender. Tired of walking out in the morning with a thick layer of frost and having to scrape your car? Don't want to freeze sitting waiting for the car to warm up? Well, what are you waiting for? Call Jason and the crew at Sunmasters in Pierre, and they can install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep those windshields defrosted from the comfort inside your home. Call 224-6102 or stop in today at 1020 East Sioux Avenue. Sunmasters in Pierre.
In 2020, we learned keeping close to home and family is more important than ever. As a locally owned and operated financial institution, Dakota Land Federal Credit Union has been keeping it close to home since 1935, offering you a full lineup of services with local decision-making and local servicing. If you live, work, worship, or attend school in any of our 27 counties, Dakota Land Federal Credit Union is as close to home as it gets. Equal housing lender, member NCUA.
The Clubhouse Hotel and Suites has Midwestern charm and unprecedented attention to detail that provides the perfect getaway. The Clubhouse Hotel and Suites provides a complimentary deluxe continental breakfast featuring hot waffles, biscuits, and gravy. They also have an indoor children's water playland, whirlpool and fitness center, and a beautiful backyard patio with seasonal fire pits. Everyone deserves a night away. Call 605-494-2582 to make your reservation today. The Clubhouse Hotel and Suites. Experience luxury in the heart of South Dakota.
Hey, it's Julia from Oahe Federal Credit Union, letting you know that our recreational special is back again with terms up to 10 years, no payments for 90 days, and rates as low as 2.4% APR. Apply online or stop in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre and let Jameson or I get you started.
People helping people. Oahe Federal Credit Union.
Welcome back to the Shields Iceplex. Let's visit with Brian Prisby, of course. He's the man in charge of this great facility. And first of all, let's start off by saying thank you, because you've done great to work with the last couple of days. We came in on Thursday night and they said, what do you need? We said, we don't need anything. And then we came up with a list of 15 things after that. Yeah. But your people have just been a great job, and thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. It's great having you guys part of the crew.
Everybody we talked to said, I got to find Brian. I'll let you know. I got to find Brian.
You guys found me.
We laughed this morning talking to some of your staff members down here. We laughed at when we come in the door. You guys need anything? Nope, we're good. Walked in, and then like 15 things later.
That's all right. That's what we're here for. Make a great event. You guys are certainly helping that cause.
This is a great facility, isn't it?
Yeah, we've been super lucky for the last 7 years to have 3 sheets under one roof to support youth hockey and figure skating and curling and men's league. It's just all the numbers have grown since this place was built in 2014.
In fact, when you start talking numbers, I think you have some people that have probably gotten through with high school and are playing hockey in some of your leagues, things like that, and the numbers are pretty large.
Yeah, we have 13 A and B league teams, men's league adult teams, and then we have a C league that has 6 teams, and then there's some other spin-off adult groups that just rent the ice. So the adult group is really growing, as well as the youth as well.
So this place is busy all the time.
Yeah, we're keeping all 3 sheets in again this summer, which is pretty rare. When we first built the Iceplex, the plan was to have summer 1 to have 1 sheet and maybe 2 sheets by the 3rd summer. But really, after the 2nd summer, we've been a 3-sheet facility all year long.
All right. Do you ever kind of pinch yourself and say, I get to manage this whole?
Yeah, I tell people all the time I've got really one of the coolest jobs around. I mean, I'm a hockey guy and coach, and my kids played, so it's fun to come to your job where you get to watch, ice sports and be part of the youth facility or the youth programs and watch these kids grow up and start at the young age and at some point come and play for me at the JV level.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
So are you still coaching at the JV level?
Yeah. This was my 7th year at the high school level, and I had a few years at Bantams and all that. So, yeah, we were in Pier last weekend and fell short to Brookings, who beat us 5 times this year. We just couldn't seem to get past them, but we made it to the championship game, so that was fun.
We know how that feels.
Yeah.
Only
right.
too well.
Right.
When you start talking about hockey and numbers, you have kids that play in your program from Garrettson. You have kids from Brandon. You have kids really from all over.
Yeah.
There's talk about putting a sheet in Harrisburg or T or whatever, but you have as far as the numbers, you almost don't have enough sheets of ice for the people that really want to play.
Yeah, we were talking to Curtis Egan, who coaches the head coach of the JV team. We were talking, we pull I think 12 high schools play for the Flyers, and I could rattle them off, but that's why we don't always get the greatest student section, because we've got 12 different schools. They don't really know each other. They don't know the cheer compared to all the other associations that go to the same school. But yeah, we do draw from a pretty wide range, and yeah, they drive in from Del Rapids and Canton and
West Central,
West Central.
Hartford,
all over, yeah.
Which is pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and then of course 2 years ago you have the 2 Sioux Falls teams up there, and the Sioux Falls 2, I do believe, won the JV tournament. How much fun was that?
That was a ton.
And
well,
I
was
still talk about
yeah,
that.
Yeah, well, I think we talked about when I was up in Watertown a few weeks with you guys, but I was the JV 2 coach, and my son Ben, who's the varsity 1 coach now, was the JV 1 coach. It gets confusing, but they were undefeated all year in the state league play, and I think we came in as the 5 seed, won our first game, then met up with them in the semis, and we knocked them off. So I'll rub that into Ben for the rest of my life, that's for sure.
I was just going to say, when you get to Thanksgiving, do you talk hockey?
Oh yeah, I talk about that game all the time too, every single time.
So you have 3 sheets that go all year round. What happens here in the summer?
Well, we have Legends Hockey is one of our biggest summer groups. That's Noelle Needham, who runs the Legend Hockey program. She's got camps for all ages, but she really focuses on more of the high level, the Tier 1 athlete, and brings kids from all over the United States to come in and do June and July camp, where they're here 3 times a week. They go to the next door at the field house and do lifting and all the other stuff that goes with it. So that's our biggest customer. Northland Hockey Group out of the Minneapolis area, like the Solar Bears and the River Kings and all those summer teams that, they call it AAA hockey, but it's just a way for kids to play hockey. We host 5 of their tournaments from April to August, and that's Friday 2 o'clock to Sunday about 3 o'clock, where all three sheets are just humming with games. So those are big, and that's one of the reasons why we keep all 3 sheets in, is for those tournaments, because they fill them up in a heartbeat. So it's nice to have that on.
You don't really have a downtime of the year, do you?
There's not too much. May is probably our quietest month, but not really. Not really. Yeah.
which is neat.
Yeah.
So if you could give Watertown people a little advice as far as putting in another sheet of ice or maybe two, any thoughts?
Definitely do 2. I mean, that was kind of the plan here. It was going to be a 2-sheeter, and as the design process and the thinking was going forward, it was like, well, if we're going to do 2, that would, at the time when this was built, hold enough for Sioux Falls Flyers. Why not do 3? Because with expansion and growth and retention in hockey, then you're prepared for it. So definitely, if there's talk of 1 or 2, I mean, try to raise that extra money. Build a 2-sheeter, and it will fill. I mean, hockey is definitely a growing sport in South Dakota, and Watertown's not that far away. And I know that you guys have been trying to do it for a while, but that's definitely the one. Fill it up, and have your public skates and your learn to skates, and get people involved in the associations and on the ice any way they can.
The price tag becomes rather enormous, and yet if you look at it over in a few-year period away, if you do it right, it's going to pay for itself many times over.
Right. The best thing that we did before this was built, Joe Zuger is the guy that really deserves all the credit for the Iceplex. He's the local businessman. His kid, 17, he's playing Tier 1 hockey, but he wanted a place for his kid to grow and get ice time and have a place to play, as long as with all the other athletes in town. So he really put the pencil to paper, and really did a great job getting to the community and raising money. So we raised about $8 million in the local community just by going through our Chamber of Commerce, and had a great plan to present all these businesses in Sioux Falls to say, here's what we want to do. Here's the economic value that's going to come into Sioux Falls with hotels and the mall and restaurants and hockey headquarters next door, and all this money that's going to come in like it is this weekend by us hosting this. It's really a no-brainer, and the community just stepped up big time. And I think the final number on the price tag of this in 2014 was $12 million. Now things have pretty much doubled, unfortunately. Yeah. But we raised about $8 to $9 million of that $12 million price tag, which then helps your bottom line. I mean, if hockey rinks, ice rinks, really are mostly run by municipalities, the city or the county, but we're a private nonprofit, so we really relied on that upfront donation to get the doors open.
Wow. It looks like the city of Sioux Falls has really done a great job as far as getting people here for tournaments basically year-round, or tournaments.
Flyers have 4 during the year, and then this is the 5th, and then the ones that we hold in the summertime. There's a lot of traffic coming in out of Sioux Falls because of hockey, there's no doubt.
So now would it appear that it used to be that they would always rotate this state varsity boys tournament? I think the girls also to different places, which of course it's a big fundraiser wherever it goes, but I could see this state varsity boys tournament staying down here.
Yeah, we wouldn't be opposed to that at all. I really love the concept that we have this year with the games tomorrow being played at the Denny Premier Center. I mean, those kids are going to enjoy that. Some of them probably haven't played there. We try to get Hockey Day South Dakota, some games over there, so some kids have. But yeah, it's just a great setup to get these first 2 games in here, and a little bit more space at the Denny to spread out, and it's going to be a packed house tonight. I'm really looking forward to seeing the stands full. Hopefully people are being safe and smart about it, but that's why we moved the games over to the Denny on Sunday. We just didn't want to cram 1,300 people in here potentially on a championship Sunday. So. And
this normally holds
the capacity is 1,300.
Okay.
We about 2 months ago proposed to the South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association to have a 75% capacity. Basketball is doing 25%. So they kind of told us to go back to the drawing board and figure something out, and thankfully the Denny Premier Center was open tomorrow, so because the Stampede are in town this week, so that's why the games are being moved there.
Okay. Ryan, many thanks for everything you've done for us. We appreciate it.
No problem.
It's been great.
Yeah,
We've had a great weekend.
So is the coverage here, too. I've been getting a lot of compliments from the work you guys are doing, too, so thank you for bringing it here.
Sounds great.
Yeah. All right.
Ryan Frisbee, thank you.
No problem. Yeah.
All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back with a scoreless hockey game. Period number 2 coming up.
Lace up your shoes, because it's back.
ReliaBank's March Mortgage Madness.
Apply for a mortgage in March, and when your loan closes,
you could earn $500 that will be deposited into your ReliaBank account.
Visit your local ReliaBank branch or go to ReliaBankMortgage.com for more details. Terms and conditions apply. Home purchase applications only. Subject to loan approval.
It's ReliaBank's March Mortgage Madness. Apply, close, earn $500. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates, at your service, at your side, with offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
Tired of walking out in the morning with a thick layer of frost and having to scrape your car? Don't want to freeze sitting waiting for the car to warm up? Well, what are you waiting for? Call Jason and the crew at Sunmasters in Pierre, and they can install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep those windshields defrosted from the comfort inside your home. Call 224-6102 or stop in today at 1020 East Sioux Avenue. Sunmasters in Pierre.
Introducing new Queso Blanco from Taco John's. It amplifies everything on our menu, kind of like a hype man. Melty, cheesy, white cheddar goodness. Came in dripping. With just the right amount of jalapeno heat. Where my peppers at? Oh yeah, right here in the queso. Our Queso Blanco remixes anything, like the Boss Burrito for only $6. Remix! Download our app for exclusive deals at Taco John's. Bigger, bolder, better. Never enough queso.
Hey, this is Chris Busher, driver of the number 17 Fastenal Ford. Are you looking for ways to move your business forward faster? Fastenal can help with solutions to bring speed and efficiency to your supply chain. Get the best industrial brands, names like Milwaukee, MCR, and Kimberly-Clark Professional, in ways that minimize stockouts, total cost of ownership, and inventory on hand. From industrial vending to automated bins, Fastenal has a supply solution to move the needle on your business goals.
We are back here at the Shields Iceplex as we are getting set for the second period. John Wigler alongside Jim Lloyd, Jeff Anderson, a scoreless hockey game through one period. And Jeff Anderson, the voice of the Watertown Lakers, has your second period for you.
Well, Watertown, I think Jim has played extremely well in that first period, and it's a scoreless hockey game. And, of course, the other two times they gave up 6-7 goals to this Sioux Falls 1 team. They've got to feel very good, but we've got to do this again in the second period. If you're a Watertown Laker fan, if you're Sioux Falls, say we got to get a shot on goal. But first 2 minutes of this period are critical.
Yeah, you know, you and I have followed the Lakers all year long, of course, announcing their games. And this is a different Laker team than we've seen, Jeff, probably
for a couple of weeks at least.
3 to 4 weeks.
Yeah.
I would say they're hustling right now, but they have to believe, hey, we can play with Sioux Falls right now, and let's try to get over to Championship Sunday. And I believe they can play with this team.
I think so, too. Watertown, of course, will be defending the goal to our left as you check out your radio dial. And, of course, Sioux Falls, obviously, to our right. Jason Bunick and Owen McBride to our left. Ready to go with second period action. Everson will face off here against Bramer. And Lakers, actually, Sioux Falls wins the draw. This is Gromer, a very offensive-minded defenseman. Lost his edge, though, and the Lakers get the puck cleared all the way down the ice.
Did he blow a tire?
Did he? You wanted me to say he blew a tire.
I was waiting.
I was just going to stay off that.
It looked to me like he blew a tire. Maybe
I think he did.
We'll hear that in the last 2 games of the day.
They will. Lakers in the neutral zone. This, of course, is for the Lakers, Evans. And then Allard dumps it back into the Sioux Falls zone. Picked up here, of course, by Olsen. Long lead pass. Lakers knock it down. Here is Evans. Evans lost the handle, picked up by Althoff. Althoff comes out here near side. That, of course, is for Hansen. He takes in the Lakers zone, puts a shot on, kicked out by McBride. He had 14 saves in that first period. Lakers only had 5 shots on goal. Comes in, Olsen puts a shot on, a little bit wide of the mark. And, of course, Harnow for Sioux Falls back behind the Laker goal, as they know they need to put pressure on McBride. And so far they're trying to do that. But they haven't been totally successful yet with that either. Back in the Lakers zone, Lakers cleared out to the neutral ice area. And, of course, Boomsma couldn't get to it. Lakers pick it up. This is Evans. Long stretch pass, cross-ice pass that time for Bowling. And we have a stoppage in play at 15:41 to go. And this is the second period of play. Scoreless hockey game right now.
That was a big penalty kill by the Lakers to get back to 5-on-5 early on here in the second period and keep it scoreless and keep it tied here at 0.
All right, a face-off at the neutral ice area. Reiner is that time for Rosenbaum. Beg your pardon for Sioux Falls. They play it back in the Lakers zone. Stopped there by McBride back behind his own net. Of course, Owen's a big boy in there, about 6'3", and then you put him on skates. Looks like he's a monster out there. He's a big boy, though. Comes here left side. That, of course, is Olson. Plays it back in the corner. Going after that loose puck, of course, for Sioux Falls was Schlechter. He didn't say his name at all in that first period, but he's in there right now. Comes over here for Reiners. Reiners wears 31, looking for a centering pass. Lakers break it up. They'll break it back to the neutral zone. Picked up here, of course, that time by Nathan. And he dumps it back in the Lakers zone, and Schlechter goes after that loose puck along the near boards. Nathan plays it back behind the net. Reiners goes after that loose puck, as does Bowling. And Sioux Falls wins the draw there in a sense. Get to the puck, the loose puck, as they hustle after it. Comes back to Nathan. Comes back over here, plays catch a little bit. Shot on right on by Rosenbaum. Save made that time. Lakers need to clear the puck out of their own zone. We say that quite often, and they will right here. They pick up the puck near side, and it's Austin Green plays it into the Sioux Falls zone. Nathan goes after that puck. Lakers actually got to the puck first, but Sioux Falls breaks away with it at 14:22, second period action. Rink-wide pass, stretch basket was intended that time for Reiners. Broken up by the Lakers. They have the puck in their own zone, far rail. Cross-ice pass here, another cross-ice pass off the board, picked up here by Nathan. For Sioux Falls, plays it in over the Laker blue line. Back, the Lakers come up with a puck here, and they'll flip it all the way. Everybody's 5-on-5. Picked up here, of course, this time by Bain. His pass, nobody home. Picked up there that time by Krantz. Gets ridden off the puck. Centering pass that time wouldn't go for Sioux Falls, and coming out here, the Lakers will break up ice with a puck. That was off Orth, who couldn't quite come up with it. Back here, of course, picked up here by Sioux Falls. And that is Nathan, plays it along the near boards here, neutralized area, Lakers pick it up. This is McBride, looks for Kranz, a little bit too far for him, a little behind him, but he does get to it in the neutral zone, clears it back in the Sioux Falls zone at 13:26 in the second period. Orth gets knocked off the puck by Workus. Here in the Evans lost the puck over skates it, picked up here by the Lakers, right now playing at their own blue line. Pass ahead this time, goes into the Sioux Falls zone. Workus goes after that loose puck. We have a whistle stopping play at 13:11. Still a scoreless hockey game, 16-6 on the shots on goal. And, of course, the tickled pink boutique out of Mitchell, giving you, of course, this time check, if you will, and scoreboard update. Face off to the right here, Brunick. 13-11 in the second period. It'll be Bramer. Down there against Berglund, puts a shot right on, kicked out that time. That was one of their best chances ever in this hockey game. Kicked out by Brunick, picked up by Sioux Falls. They'll play it off the far rail for Haar. Haar gets separated from the puck with Berglund, gets it back, then gets Lakers tip it away. Shot that time by Hermsen in traffic, gets deflected over here, comes off to Haar, puts the shot on. Blocker saved that time by McBride, comes back to the point. Kept in this time by Sioux Falls. That was Halverson. Plays it back behind the net. Looking for a centering pass. Comes off around the boards. Picked up by time by Halverson again. Lost the handle. Comes back in the neutral zone. Picked up by Hermsen. Hermsen, Halverson playing right now. They have a lot of H's on their team that play defense. Comes back out here. Overskating the puck that time was Haar. They got a lot of H's on that team, period. Comes over here, of course, to Clinton. Steps around to check. Haar is there as well. Trying to put the pressure on. Great save made that time by McBride. And the goal gets knocked off its moorings at 12:14. That came at a great time as far as Watertown was concerned, as, of course, storming the net that time was Sioux Falls.
Literally standing on his head, Owen McBride.
Yeah.
He's 6'3", but he moves like he's about 5'4".
Yeah.
Because he's so limble.
Yeah.
He's real
he
athletic.
Is nimble.
There you go. That's what I'm trying to say. Limber and nimble at the same time.
He's an athletic kid. He really is. He's got
really
quick hands and quick feet.
So out there right now, we have a face-off coming to his left. Looks like Everson will face off for Sioux Falls. The Lakers counter with their own Green, and off the face-off, Sioux Falls fights to get somebody right on the doorstep, but Watertown tries to keep it away. Althoff goes after that loose puck along the far rail. Watertown zone. In the corner over there, and of course backhander comes out to the point. They hold the zone. Shot on that time from the point. Coming out here, the puck comes off the boards. McBride goes out and covers it up. Give everybody a breather. At 11:49.
Watertown kind of goes into this defensive stance where it kind of looks like it's a power kill.
Yeah.
And we talked to some players this morning, and they're actually doing that by design. Coach Witt has kind of put that into place.
Okay, shot right on that time off the stick of Sioux Falls, and that was Halling, and McBride makes the stop. 24-7 shots on goal. McBride's keeping the minute, no question about it, and the Lakers get to that loose puck. Then after, of course, picked up here, shot right on Altoff, kicked out that time by McBride. Comes back to the point, Sioux Falls again holds his own. This is the period number 2. It's a nightmare for the Lakers most of the year. Comes back over here to Olsen. Olsen looking for a centering pass, poke checked away. Everson gets to it, Lakers clear it away. Where the puck right now is Boomsma, winds up with a shot, kicked out that time nicely by Brunig. Lakers now putting a little bit of pressure on at 11:15 to go in the period. We've rattled off 6 minutes nearly, and nobody has scored yet in this hockey game, period number 2. Right side comes off to Green, centering pass, Bowling, or Boomsma couldn't get the puck on the stick on the puck. Another loose puck out front, and Brunig makes the stop, clears to the right corner over there. Back behind the net, Lakers looking for a centering pass. We have a whistle at 10:56.
That rebound came up over the top of the goalie's head.
Well, that's that fluttering shot that he swiped at, but it was too slow, so he swiped too fast to try and grab it.
So 10:56 to go, period number 2. Rattle off 6:04 of the period. 25-10 shots on goal, of course, favoring Sioux Falls. But it's a scoreless hockey game. That's where it really counts. Face off to the right of Brunig. Sioux Falls Owen. Brunig getting something set. The officials were doing something over here. They still are having problems with that net.
I think, do they get new pegs? Or are the pegs
upside
you know what?
Down? I think they might have done that. Our friend Brian Frisbee that we just spoke to, he sees the issue too, so he handed the referees new pegs from the Zam door.
Well, Sioux Falls is so lucky to have a guy like that running this facility.
Yeah, he watches the games and see that net's an issue, so he goes and starts to try to correct it.
Do you think, guys, we can get a commercial break in here?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, let's go ahead and take a commercial break. We'll try and be back here with with more of the second period.
Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide root canal treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality-first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zanders has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zanders, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
If you live, work, worship, or attend school in any of our 27 counties, Dakota Land Federal Credit Union is the best way to harness the power of a not-for-profit financial institution. Locally owned and operated, Dakota Land is known for competitive rates, local decision-making, and local loan servicing. An auto or home loan at any of our 11 convenient locations keeps your money where it belongs. At home, let's put the power of a local financial cooperative to work for you. Dakota Land, Equal Housing Lender, member NCUA.
Hello, hockey fans. First National Bank is excited to sponsor the 2021 Varsity Hockey State Tournament. Good luck to all the talented players, and a special shout out to our hometown team, the Hawaii Capitals. At First National Bank, we're always on your team and ready with the assist to reach your financial goals. Check us out at firstnationalbanks.com or at First National BNK on Facebook. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
And we welcome you back here as we did have a little bit of play start, but we got back to another whistle. We could have told you nothing happened because we're faced off the same spot.
That's
Jeff
right.
Anderson with the call.
And, of course, to the right of Brunig, the Lakers in the Sioux Falls zone. Now it's cleared back in the neutralized area. Reimer's got on it, but Watertown gets to it, clears it back into the zone. They had some problems with the pegs for the net, so they were working on that, so we took a break. And, of course, off the stick that time of Evans, Sioux Falls clears it back in. It's picked up here by the Lakers. That's Kranz. Picked up here, of course, by Hermson. He's a big, tall kid. tries to put a shot on. The caroms a little bit wide. Reiner's over here, of course, for Rosenbaum. Lakers get to the puck, clear it away in the neutral ice area. Beebe with a nice little pass ahead. Right there's Workus looking for a backhander who is really kind of off stride. Comes back out here, picked up here by Sioux Falls Schlechter. Schlechter back in the neutral zone, moving from our right to left. Dumps it back in the Lakers zone. Played around the boards by McBride. Back to the point, picked up here, of course, by Hansen. Puts a shot on. That was actually Nathan. Picked up here by Rosenbaum. Back behind the Laker net in Gretzky's office. Comes off the near rail here, picks it up near side, comes back to Olsen at the point. Holds his own, nice block that time by Kranz. Lakers have the puck, and as Beebe skates away with it in the neutral ice area. Over the blue line, can't get a shot off. Actually was a little bit off the mark. Lakers try to hold the zone. Sioux Falls gets to that loose puck. A big check into the boards right in front of the Laker bench. And that gets the Lakers all fired up. Picked up here by Foley. Foley looking for a centering pass for Evans. Tried to get a shot on. Broken up that time by Nathan. Lakers, they'll hold the zone. That's great. They put it back into the net. This is a very good matchup right now. 9:06 to go. They've rattled off nearly 8 minutes of this period, and it's still a scoreless hockey game. Sioux Falls up 25-11, those shots on goal. And they're trying to freeze that puck up along the boards. They keep on playing, and Sioux Falls digs it out eventually. Comes over here and then looking for that centering pass with Schlechter. Lakers, Wertink gets on it right there. Plays it back as Wertink, back behind the Sioux Falls zone. They again try to freeze it up, and Sioux Falls comes in with a couple of players. Wertink is in there all by himself. He's doing a great job. Picks it out here, and Sioux Falls clears it all the way down the ice. Icing call there against the Flyers with 8.5 minutes to play in this period. We'll be at the Denny tomorrow, but we have 2 more great games coming up today. Those will be semifinal matchups this afternoon. Owyhee and Rushmore at 4:35. Don't miss it. And Brookings and Sioux Falls 2 after that. Face off to the left of Brunick. Sioux Falls zone. Bramer shot right on, and Brunick makes the stop. 12 shots so far for the Lakers. They just had a tough time last night against Brookings, so it's great to see they get 12 shots on goal, but they still haven't scored, by the way. They've been shut out to 7 straight periods. It's picked up here by Olsen. Hate to say that. Comes back out to the neutral ice area. Stick handles the puck, lost it, got it back, takes it over the Laker blue line, dumps it into the side, leaves it. Actually, it was a drop pass, turned out to be that time for Nathan. Shot that goes wide off the mark, and then it's deflected. We'll have it 8:08 face-off coming in the Lakers zone. Looks like it may come outside the blue line here.
Yep, it's going
and
to.
It will. Yep. It's just outside the Laker blue line, so Everson will face off here. Looks like he'll probably face off against Mr. Green. Green, Bowling, and Boomsma play on this line. That's who's out there right now. Defensively.
And now they'll throw it back into the
Everson talked him into it.
Yeah, good job, I suppose. He'll probably be a lawyer. That's Ryden Evans. Coming up here off the face-off, back to the point. And pass near side shot on Olsen. Kicked out. Nice pad save that time by McBride. He's on his game. He's been on his game really this tournament. He did very well yesterday, 41 saves. Brookings is just a tough team to play against, and Watertown just doesn't match up against some teams, and that's one team they don't match up with. Everson, shot out here, block broken up, kept alive though by Olsen. Puts a shot on in traffic, gets again deflected back behind the net. Another shot goes a little bit wide, and the Lakers get on it right here to help out their goalie. Long lead pass that time. Boy, that was a dangerous pass from Boomsma to Bowling. They darn near pulled it off. Comes back out here. It's actually a 2-on-3, and a pass a little behind Althoff that time, thankfully for Watertown. Loose puck there, picked up. Sioux Falls didn't know they had it. And then, of course, cross-ice pass, shot on the way, broken up again. As Sioux Falls trying to crash the net with 7:11 to go. Still scoreless in this hockey game. We haven't had 2 periods of scoreless hockey so far in this tournament. We'll see what happens. Centering pass that time. Don't want to speak too soon. Watertown flips a nut backhander down the ice. And Sioux Falls and Halverson will have to get it. Watertown really hustling after that puck. I like to see that. 6:52 to go. Lakers will make a change. Wholesale substitutions, as will Sioux Falls here with 6:52.
You're right, Jeff. The Lakers are hustling, and they're still hustling, and 6:52 left in this period. They've hustled more in this game than they have for a while.
Yes. Nice to have you with us on CapitalCityRock.com, Capital City Rock YouTube, KS93. Maybe we should have put these on KS93 before.
It's a lot easier to say.
Yeah, clears it out. I think 1480 is great. I can say it in my sleep. Comes out here, of course, for Beebe battling after that loose puck. Berglund gets to it and over the blue line. Odd man rush puts a shot on a bullet. That goes wide. Centering pass that time. Lakers break it up. They're helping out McBride so much better today than they did yesterday. Picked up here by Haar. Haar, second cross-ice pass for Gromer. Puts a shot on that goes just wide. Clinton was there looking on the doorstep for a rebound. Didn't get it though. And McBride says, you know what? That's mine. A little pushing and
Foley
shoving
getting into it there.
Yeah, and Foley very seldom gets into a pushing or shoving, but
he's a tough kid, and he plays kind of a hard-nosed type of hockey.
Yeah.
And he's just a freshman. It's hard to believe he's a freshman.
Yeah. Well, every Foley has played as a freshman, haven't they?
Yeah, I think you're right.
So.
But
I say that only in the most complimentary term.
Yeah.
Yeah, they really have. I think it was down to Mary. Mary played as a freshman. She might have played as a 7th grader. Comes over here, and of course, loose puck back behind the Laker net. Sioux Falls looking for a centering pass that time. Hansen couldn't get the stick on it. Lakers clear back to the blue line. Now they'll break away. This is Beebe with a puck. Gathers it in, backhands it that time into the Sioux Falls zone. And 5:50. So we have a penalty here. Lakers, I think, on the Pelican Power Sports power play.
It was two matching minors, two roughs.
Okay.
Thomas
5-on-5.
Offsetting penalties. All right.
Foley and Clinton both win.
Okay. Oh, that was interesting. And it comes out here. Altoff. Lakers play it in there that time. Dump it in that again was for the Lakers. Near side here going after that puck. That was Wertink. He's been getting a lot of playing time late in the year. Shot right on that time, broken up, stopped that time by McBride, off the post again. Habs got away from him, but they didn't score. It's all that matters, 5:11 to go. Cleared out here, the Lakers have cleared all the way down the ice. Icing called here, but that's probably a good time to make a change.
It's always dangerous when the puck is sitting between the goal and the goaltender.
And McBride was skating back. He could have easily just hit that with his skate and pushed it back in.
He didn't know where it was.
That was, scary moments for Watertown faithful.
That'll get the old heart of thumping.
We've talked about a little luck every now and then.
Yep,
you do need it.
That's right. Rosenbaum off the face-off here, back to the point. Sioux Falls holds his own shot on. Save made by McBride. Already 30 saves in this game. 4:58 to play, period number 2. Scoreless hockey game. McBride has really risen to the occasion, I think, the last couple of days. That's great. Because he's a good goalie, but it hasn't shown up in the stats this year. This one he makes a save on. He started out the year with a shutout over Mitchell. I think he thought, this is easy.
I actually think he's probably one of the quickest goalies that we've seen this year. He is just lightning quick.
Yeah, off the face-off there, Rosenbaum. Lakers win the draw, though, taken away that time by Schlechter. Plays to the far corner. As, of course, after Sheehan goes after that loose puck. Sioux Falls holds his own, plays it back. Now the Lakers got to clear it out here. And along the near boards, and of course they run into that time. That was Nathan and also McBride. Picked up here by Rosenbaum for Sioux Falls. Centering pass broken up in traffic. Lakers get it, they clear it back, but they can't get it out. Comes along the near rail here, kept in that time by not only Rosenbaum, but Riders. The 2 R's. Comes back out here, and it gets beyond the stick that time of a Sioux Falls player. Going after that time was Allard. Great hustle on his part. That's good to see. Allard's had 3 goals and 3 assists with about the last 2.5 months. And it comes out here, the Lakers, and is picked up here by McBride.
Are you saying he's due?
Boards. He's due. Comes out here, of course, too.
Yep, that's a good call right down there in the corner. Happened right in front of the Sioux Falls fans. It was a late hit. The puck was gone.
Both teams. Rosenbaum goes off here. That's only Sioux Falls' second penalty.
And the cross-check Rosenbaum. I happen to have my eyes down on that end, and the puck was gone for a long time when that occurred.
So we have a Pelican power sports power play.
You got to start it out right. Once you start it wrong, you can't do it.
Power play, power sports.
As long as you have all the words, it doesn't matter what order they're in.
Yeah, you're exactly right. There's a bunch of P's. We know that anyway. Peas in the pod. Pelican.
Couple explanations.
Pelican, power play, power sports. Yeah, something like that. Power sports, power play. We'll get it right. We'll work on it all winter and all summer. Of course, over here, the Lakers. Sheehan gets it over that time to Evans. Evans can motor, but he gets off the puck a little bit, picked up here, and the Lakers putting some pressure on. They may have been offside.
Yep.
Lakers don't get that many offsides. They should have let that one go. 3:43. Right now, it's the Lakers on that Pelican. Power sports, power play with minute 49 to go. And face-off just outside the Sioux Falls blue line. Lakers win it in the neutral zone, picked up here by Evans. Evans hasn't scored in a while either. And of course, Sioux Falls plays it back in the Lakers zone. Stopped that time by Owen McBride. McBride, long cross-court pass that time, cross-ice pass actually. And the shot broken up that time. Lakers get to the puck. Clinton was out there putting some pressure on. And the shot right on to McBride, who hangs on again. 3:19 to play. Both teams will make some changes here. 3:19 of a scoreless hockey game. 3:19 left in period number 2.
32 saves thus far for Owen McBride.
Face off here, and of course it was Haar on the face off. Gets it back here to Halverson. Haar comes up with the puck near side for Sioux Falls. Lakers zone. Looks for that puck, gets hounded, back in the neutral zone, picked up here by Olsen. His cross-ice pass, dumped back in the Lakers zone. It'll be McBride, from McBride to pick it up. McBride near side, he wears 17. The other McBride wears 30. And 17 clears the puck out to the neutral zone, in over the blue line, whistles a shot out of the glove save made that time by Bruning. And you know, that's something that McBride needs to do more often is put the puck on net.
He's another one of those young freshmen that Watertown has, and it's hard to believe he's a freshman. He is a good hockey player, and he's got nothing but better.
56 seconds to go in the Laker power play in the Sioux Falls zone. 2:51 to go, period number 2. Beebe in the face-off, that time against Berglund. Sioux Falls wins the draw. They'll flip the puck all the way down the ice. And, of course, it'll be McBride going after that puck. And the other McBride played it near side here for Foley. Foley works against Berglund and Clinton there. And, of course, Thomas loves it when you double team him because he just loves it. He's competitive. He's a very competitive kid. Dumps it back into the Lakers zone. Around the boards they play it. And Clinton and Foley go after that loose puck. McBride comes up with it. Works against Berglund down there. Clears it out here. Clinton gets to it at the Laker blue line. And then dumps it back in the Lakers zone with 2:14 on the clock. Berglund and McBride battling for that puck down there along the near boards. Here comes back out, hold it. Gromer puts a shot on the Karam's wide. And then the loose puck there played out front, and the Lakers will clear it away. Thank goodness they do. Picked up here by McBride. McBride over the blue line. Freshman gets ridden off the puck, picked up by Foley, picked up by Sioux Falls. They have a 3-on-none right here, and a shot by Everson that goes wide. Oh my goodness gracious. 3-0, and they still didn't score with 1:40 to go in the period. Picked up here, of course, by Bowen. 33-14 shots on goal. That was a golden opportunity, 3-on-none. And Sioux Falls did not score.
Interesting to watch Sioux Falls on that break. They gave it to their shooter. They gave it to Everson. All three of those guys that were in position to shoot, but they wanted Everson to take it.
So face-off outside the blue line. That'll get the old heart thumping a little bit more. And, of course, off there, Green gets the puck after it was touched by somebody, takes it across the blue line, dumps it in to the Sioux Falls zone, and back to get it will be Olsen. Olsen plays it off the near boards here. Lakers keep it in play as Evans goes after that loose puck, looking for a centering pass. He runs after it in the corner over there, but picked up by Sioux Falls. He may have given that up, shouldn't have done that. Long lead pass here, and McBride comes out and knocks it away. And then he was out of position, but they get lucky there.
Was he out of position?
Back behind the net with 1 minute to play in this second period. Oh my goodness, it's been a wild and woolly one. Everson was right there. Bowling was right there. It's still scoreless. I hope it stays scoreless in the second period.
Owen came up almost between the circles.
Yeah.
Made a great save, but had to get back. He had 25 feet to get back into the net.
Woo!
Boozma's going to go to the penalty box. He threw an elbow, and he will be serving 2 or less.
Who's that?
Blair Boozma.
And that's going to be his second time.
Yeah. 59.4 to go in the period, too. So this is a huge penalty kill coming up for Watertown.
Boomsma. Loose puck there. Lakers now down a man. It's the Pelican Power Sports power play with 46 seconds to go. Sioux Falls on the attack. This will be 1, 2, 3, 4. Fourth time they've been on the power play. And they haven't scored, obviously. Putting a shot on, gets broken up by the Lakers. Sheehan goes after his man, clears him into the corner. Then Gromer gets into the middle of that little skirmish, comes back out front here for Olsen. Almost taken away that time by the Lakers. A good block that time. Nicely done by Green. Green, Olsen back out here, picked up by Althoff. It's 3-on-2, comes back here. Everson puts a shot on. And Owen McBride slaps at it and makes a glove save at 13.8 seconds to go.
Everson's the captain, and he's their shooter. And Owen McBride right now, as of right now, has his number.
Adam Sullivan would call him a sniper.
A sniper.
Of course, Adam was the head coach of the boys team for a number of years. I can just hear him saying that. He's a sniper. Face off to the left of McBride. Off it comes to the point. Back out here to Olsen with 10 seconds on the clock. Lakers get it. This, of course, will play it ahead. Nicely done by Workus. Dumps it into the zone. Going after that puck is Foley. Centering pass at Beebe right there, trailing on the play as the period comes to a conclusion. Scoreless after 2. And we'll come back in 2 minutes.
Hey, it's Julia from Milwaukee Federal Credit Union, letting you know that our recreational special is back again with terms up to 10 years, no payments for 90 days, and rates as low as 2.4% APR. Apply online or stop in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre and let Jameson or I get you started.
People helping people. Oahe Federal Credit Union.
Drop that puck! Drop that puck! Drop that puck! Hey, hockey fans, before or after the game, come on out to Grey Goose Store and Social Club. Dine in, carry out, stop by for refreshments. Fill up your tank with quality fuel. We've got it all at Grey Goose Store and Social Club, just off of Grey Goose Road, behind the red line of the capital city. Go Capitals!
When you're looking for quality trash pickup services, look no further than Envirotech. 6 days a week, their trucks are on the road picking up trash, even holidays. They're also the place to contact for recycling services. Their friendly, professional staff is ready to assist with weekly pickups or even special pickups. Check out the website at EnvirotechWaste.com. Envirotech is locally operated. Call 224-4804. Envirotech Waste Services in Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
Hello, hockey fans. First National Bank is excited to sponsor the 2021 Varsity Hockey State Tournament. Good luck to all the talented players, and a special shout out to our hometown team, the Hawaii Capitals. At First National Bank, we're always on your team and ready with the assist to reach your financial goals. Check us out at firstnationalbanks.com or at First National BNK on Facebook. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender. Tired of walking out in the morning with a thick layer of frost and having to scrape your car? Don't want to freeze sitting waiting for the car to warm up? Well, what are you waiting for? Call Jason and the crew at Sunmasters in Pierre, and they can install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep those windshields defrosted from the comfort inside your home. Call 224-6102 or stop in today at 1020 East Sioux Avenue. Sunmasters in Pierre. We are back here at the Shields Iceplex as we have played 2 periods. John Winkler alongside Jeff Anderson and Jim Lloyd. And scoreless. We are still scoreless.
After 2 periods, that's the first time we've had that. There we go. Hey. That darn thing just sneaks out of the way sometimes. Scoreless after 2 periods of play. 35-14 shots on goal. Right now, Sioux Falls with a big advantage, but it's a scoreless hockey game. That's where it counts. But the interesting thing, the Lakers have not scored a goal in 8 periods of hockey. We talked about it at the start. We got to get a goal.
We
and they still haven't.
and that starts to build on a team. The frustration, you know, they may not know it's 8 periods, but they know it's been a while.
It's been a while.
And it feels, then all of a sudden you feel like that net gets a little bit smaller, the goalie gets a little bit bigger, and it's And it's very, very hard to get out of that funk what they're in right now.
Well, and Brunick's by no means a slouch goalie, and he's a pretty big boy out there anyway.
Yep.
And I would say that, well, he gives them with Heiser and Brunick, they've got a good 1-2 punch as far as goaltenders are concerned.
they do.
A lot of teams in this tournament do. So, but McBride's been up to the occasion so far, 35 saves through 2 periods. But the Lakers have to stay out of the penalty box, Jim Lloyd.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the key. They have to stay out of the penalty box. I don't think we can afford in a game this tight and the amount of shots that Sioux Falls puts on, you can't afford to be in the penalty box. You have to stay out of the box.
Yeah. So it's scoreless after 2. Let's come back with more right after this.
Hello, hockey fans. First National Bank is excited to sponsor the 2021 Varsity Hockey State Tournament. Good luck to all the talented players, and a special shout out to our hometown team, the Hawaii Capitals. At First National Bank, we're always on your team and ready with the assist to reach your financial goals. Check us out at firstnationalbanks.com or at First National BNK on Facebook. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Introducing new Queso Blanco from Taco John's. It amplifies everything on our menu, kind of like a hype man. Melty, cheesy, white cheddar goodness came in dripping with just the right amount of jalapeno heat.
Where my peppers at? Oh yeah, right here in the queso.
Our Queso Blanco remixes anything, like the Boss Burrito for only $6.
Remix!
Download our app for exclusive deals at Taco John's. Bigger, bolder, better.
Never enough queso.
The frigid air of winter and the blistering heat of summer can really put a dent into your pocketbook. The gang at Weatherall Roofing and Insulation in Pierce say, just foam it. Saving money on your energy bills is what it's all about with Weatherall Roofing and Insulation. Let Weatherall Roofing and Insulation help you save money with their custom spray foam or blow-in fiberglass insulation. Call 224-7982 for a free estimate. And remember, just foam it.
It's been a long winter, but now it's time to start thinking spring and summer. Hi, it's Jason at Leisure Palace. Start planning your backyard escape now and get the best prices of the year. Hot tubs, fire tables, patio furniture, and swimming pools. Imagine sliding into a hot spring or caldera spa and having the jets pulsate and rejuvenate your body. Then take a few more steps into your own outdoor pool. Get these great products at the guaranteed lowest prices. 0% financing and cash discounts are available. Leisure Palace, creating your perfect escape on the corner of Euclid and Capitol in Pierre.
Now's the time to get a great deal on Kubota equipment, like versatile #1 selling Kubota BX and L Series compact tractors, Z Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Stop by your local Kubota dealer today. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 60 months, now through June 30th. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for more details.
We are back here at the Shields Iceplex as we have played 2 periods. John Wegler alongside Jeff Anderson and Jim Lloyd, and we are scoreless through 2 periods. The first time we've seen zeros on the scoreboard for longer than half a period, really.
Yeah, that's a very good point. We had, of course, the highest scoring game earlier this afternoon. That was Huron-Sioux Center, with Sioux Center winning 8-6. But the real story there was we got into run time because it was Sioux Center with a 7-1 lead, and Huron came back to make it 7-6 to get out of run time. Huron ends, or should say Sioux Center hangs on to win 8-6. So they'll face the winner of this game in tomorrow's Consolation Championship. That'll be at 9:35 in the morning, of course, from the Denny. Now after this, of course, we have coming up Oahe and Rushmore playing, of course, the first semifinal game. That should be a dandy. And then Brookings and Sioux Falls 2 playing after that. Of course, those 2 winners will meet in the championship tomorrow afternoon. So we got a lot of great hockey to go here today, let alone tomorrow. But again, tomorrow we'll move from the Shields Iceplex over to the Denny Sanford, and that should be a lot of fun for everybody involved. So we had 14 goals last game. We ain't got none in this one so far through 2 periods of play. Scoreless, Watertown and Brookings, I should say Watertown and Sioux Falls won. Sioux Falls has outshot Watertown 35-14, and we'll come back with more right after this.
Drop that puck! Drop that puck! Drop that puck! Hey, hockey fans, before or after the game, come on out to Grey Goose Store and Social Club. Dine in, carry out, stop by for refreshments. Fill up your tank with quality fuel. We've got it all at Grey Goose Store and Social Club, just off of Grey Goose Road, behind the red line of the capital city. Go Capitals!
Lace up your shoes, because it's back.
ReliaBank's March Mortgage Madness.
Apply for a mortgage in March, and when your loan closes,
You could earn $500 that will be deposited into your ReliaBank account.
visit your local ReliaBank branch or go to ReliaBankMortgage.com for more details. Terms and conditions apply. Home purchase applications only, subject to loan approval.
It's ReliaBank's March Mortgage Madness. Apply, close, earn $500. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide root canal treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality-first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
When you're looking for quality trash pickup services, look no further than Envirotech. 6 days a week, their trucks are on the road picking up trash, even holidays. They're also the place to contact for recycling services. Their friendly, professional staff is ready to assist with weekly pickups or even special pickups. Check out the website at EnvirotechWaste.com. Envirotech is locally operated. Call 224-4804. Envirotech Waste Services in Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
Hello, hockey fans. First National Bank is excited to sponsor the 2021 Varsity Hockey State Tournament. Good luck to all the talented players, and a special shout out to our hometown team, the Hawaii Capitals. At First National Bank, we're always on your team and ready with the assist to reach your financial goals. Check us out at firstnationalbanks.com or at First National BNK on Facebook. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender. After two periods, we are still scoreless. A 0-0 hockey game between the Watertown Lakers and the Sioux Falls 1 Flyers. John Winkler alongside Jeff Anderson and Jim Lloyd, as Jeff will have the call of the third period come up here in just a little bit. You're trying to keep us ahead of schedule here, Jeff.
Yes, I am. By the way, big thanks to Tom Hitchcock for coming up earlier in the last game, and then also, of course, to Brian Prisby, two fun people to talk to, and we appreciate Jenny Workus getting those people lined up for us. Of course, when Jenny goes and finds somebody in the stands and she says, you better be on the radio, you better get over there.
Yeah, even if you don't like going on the radio, she'll have you up there.
Yeah. That's right. Well, we did that with the Brookings coach here a couple weeks ago.
Yep.
We were down there, and she went over and talked to the Brookings coach and said, get over there, you're going to be on the radio. And that's the first time I think anybody's had him all year.
He's never done an interview before, I don't think.
Yeah, she does. She gets the interviews. We'll have a couple more here before the end of the night. A couple more in the Oahe Rushmore game, and then as well as the Sioux Falls 2 and Brookings game. We'll have those couple more interviews.
All right. Got to ask the question, you guys. What's it going to take for Sioux Falls 1 to win this game, John Winkler?
Well, I think this is weird answering this question and not asking it first.
Yeah.
I don't know how to handle this.
He's way out ahead today.
I know.
Way out ahead.
He's asking me, and I don't even. But no, they've been on the power play a lot, and they haven't scored. They have to take advantage of the power play, and special teams is always important for every aspect of hockey games, but Sioux Falls has been on the power play quite often. They have not scored. They got a minute and one left of this power play. They've got to find a way to score, especially on the power play, and then stay in the penalty box as well.
All right, Jim Lloyd, for Watertown to win this game.
They're not expected to win this game.
Oh, no.
So I would have to say, number one, they're going to have to keep their feet moving. Don't get lulled into that thing that we've seen with them before. They kind of get watching the game.
Yeah, standing
and that's been a problem. And the number one, like I said before, they got to stay out of the box. You cannot play 5-on-4 hockey with the Sioux Falls team, especially when you look at the shots on goal, 35-14. They're already way ahead in shots on goal. They're going to continue to put it on. Stay out of the box.
All right. And the other question, I'm going to throw another curveball at John Winkler here. And he's looking at me like, oh, God, what's he going to ask now? Where do we get that good-looking St. Louis Blues sweatshirt like that?
Well, somewhere in Missouri. This is an older one, but it's kind of been one that I've worn almost all the time calling Hawaii Capitals games because, you got to bundle up.
Yeah.
And it doesn't really matter what kind of fashion you're wearing on hockey because you got to be warm. That's the main thing.
Well, yeah.
And so it kind of –
it's got to be something hockey.
Yeah, well, and it turned into, well, I can't not wear it anymore because I've been wearing it all the time. And they've been doing pretty good. So although I have nothing to do with their success, it turns into –
How did that game go last night? Did you get a score on that one, John?
The Blues game? They played tonight. They played tonight. And they did lose in overtime in Vegas.
Oh, and I don't mean to rip you.
In
Vegas, you like your
Vegas
Blues.
played the Wild, I think 2 nights before that. They must be on the road.
Yeah.
The Knights are right now.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll get back to, of course, more important things here.
Besides putting John on the spot?
Yeah.
Is there anything more important?
Well, I think it's kind of fun, but let's see. We haven't thrown anything in here about college hockey so far this weekend. I feel kind of left out, but that's okay.
Jeff usually gives us the college hockey stats.
There's plenty of time left.
About who else, anyway, is ranked in the top 4 or 5.
Who's the top 2 right now? Do you know?
One poll, I think the USA poll has Boston College, and the other one, USCHO poll, has North Dakota.
And where are your Gophers at?
The Gophers right now are in 5th.
5th. So they're hanging in there.
Pretty good. They've got more. They've got more wins than anybody else in the country at 20-6.
And 5th.
And they're 5th.
All right.
Yeah. But Wisconsin, the hated Badgers, if I can put it that way. Excuse me, Jim.
That's okay.
The hated Badgers actually won the Big Ten title, but now they're playing the Big Ten tournament coming up this week.
You can hate the Badgers if you love the Packers.
I will say
that might be a cold day, and you know what.
I will say that if you're listening on Capital City Rock, you're in the listening area, the Pier area. Today's KCCR will have the Frozen Four. We'll have the Frozen Four.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we got a chance to broadcast Frozen Four.
You
we'll
guys
have that.
are awesome over there. You know that?
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. Guys are awesome.
Broadcasting all the right things.
That's right.
All the right things. All right, both teams back on the ice to start a scoreless hockey game in period number 3. Lakers back defending the goal to our right. Sioux Falls defending the goal to our left. This could be a very interesting third period. And then we've got more hockey coming up after this.
This thing's about to get good here. A minute. Yeah. Sioux Falls is going to be on the power play for a minute. And John Winkler talked about that. You have to score. If you're Sioux Falls, you have to score your power plays.
All right. Bramer's going to be out here to take the opening face-off to start period number 3. And Everson will be out there for Sioux Falls. Everson has 20 goals on the year coming into this tournament. And we're underway with third period action. Lakers actually win the draw. This is Sheehan. Lofts it in and is knocked down that time by Sioux Falls. Picked up over here, of course, that was by Hansen. Lakers in the Sioux Falls zone, but Sioux Falls with the puck right now. Long stretch pass for, of course, Everson couldn't get to it. 16:43 to go. This is the 2 minutes the Lakers have got to keep, not only kill off the penalty, the Pelican power play. Power sport. I just turned it around on person. And, of course, 16:40.
We love it. We love it.
So do I. Off here, of course, Bramer against Everson. Over here, picked up by Sioux Falls in their own zone near side here. They'll take it out far side, left side. Too far for Olthoff. Beginning up with it that time was Everson. Plays it in, nevertheless, dumps it back to Gromer, and the overskated the puck picked up by Olsen. Olsen with the puck in his own zone right now, hounded over there by Workus. Picked up here, still on the puck is Olsen. And over the blue line, the Laker blue line comes back out to the point. This, of course, is Nathan. Comes over here for Olsen. Gromer puts a shot on. Save made that time with 11 seconds on the Sioux Falls power play. And Owen McBride has been stellar on the nets. Makes another stop, his 36th save of the game.
A little coaching strategy there. Coach Witt, if you notice, Jeff, put the third line out.
Yes.
To start that period.
Face-off coming here, third period, and of course, 9 seconds in the power play. Cross ice pass. Olsen puts a shot on that goes wide of the
Sitting on top of the net.
Sitting on top of the net.
I cannot believe that
they've done all about everything but put the puck in the net.
Yeah, it goes on top of the net, back of the net, off the post.
Yeah.
I think it bounced off of McBride and just landed on top of the net next to the water bottle.
I would have grabbed it and covered it up. Face-off to his right, didn't matter anyway. Berglund the face-off, Lakers win the draw. This is Evans, he can motor, gets in over the red line. The blue line gets separated from the puck, goes after that loose puck nevertheless. Puts a shot on, out front shot, that time wouldn't go in. Save made that time by, of course, Brunick. Loose puck, Lakers pick it up again. This is Bowling, puts a shot on, and we have, Boomsma, beg your pardon, and we have a whistle stopping play at 15:40.
Really good opportunity there. Mason Evans did it all by himself.
Yeah.
They call the offside, and it looked like it was held in right at the blue line. The referee, the linesman, was off line of the side of that puck and was a little late on the whistle as well. And the Watertown Lakers were letting him know that he was a little late on it.
All right, so playoff after that face-off, Sioux Falls plays it in the Lakers zone. And, of course, Everson, as Sioux Falls plays it around the bench, the boards, holds the zone. Then it gets here. This is Boomsma to Green. Green hasn't scored in a month's age either. Green looking for the puck, centering pass out here. He had, of course, Foley out there, comes back in the neutral zone. Picked up here by Parker Sheehan. Sheehan plays it ahead this time. That is for Boomsma. Over right side for Bowling. Back to Boomsma, give and go, puts a shot on! The save made that time by Brunick. And the rebound comes out over here in the near corner, picked up by Sioux Falls. Here's Parker Sheehan. Knocks it down, but can't keep control of it. Picked up here by Boomsma along the near board, just inside the Laker line. Cross ice pass here, picked up here. Lakers play it back in the neutral zone. Skips into the Sioux Falls zone, picked up here. Boomsma provides pressure. Altoff. Boomsma got on it, lost it. Picked up here by Sioux Falls. Shot on, save made, and they'll cover up the rebound. Is Owen McBride. 37 saves for the junior netminder. 16 shots on goal for Watertown, but it's a scoreless hockey game. 14:33 into this third period. Berglund will face off to the right of course, against Kranz in the Lakers zone. Loose puck over here along the near board. Clinton gets into the mix. McBride is out there as well. Back out here. Halling puts a shot on. And, of course, Marcus puts it out here. Gromer tries to keep it in as well. The two defensemen in over the blue line. In the Laker blue line, this, of course, Halling gets deflected out here off a skate. Back in the neutral zone. Gromer goes back to get it. Picks it up there. Yep, that guy just wiped out. And it comes on here to Krantz. No, he didn't blow a tire. Kinnear side comes over here. Picked up here, of course, by Allard. Allard hasn't scored. A Kunzage long pass. That time wouldn't find the mark. Comes out here, kept in that time by Haar. Lakers try to get to that loose puck over there. And that, of course, is Evans. And getting after that is Allard. In the corner over there, Berglund tries to dig it out, and Gromer's over there as well. Lakers have Erickson right there. Trayton hasn't played a lot of varsity hockey. Comes back out here to, of course, Kranz plays it back behind the net. Gromer has to skate hard after that puck. Takes a big check on the board that time by Allard. Tries to dig it out. Lakers try to keep the pressure on here. Back in Gretzky's office. Kranz puts the pressure on here. Sioux Falls with a puck near boards. Knocked away and picked up that time. Boomsma tries to put a backhander on that goes back behind the net. Har gets after that loose puck. Clears it. Lakers keep it in. Far side over there along the rail. Sioux Falls zone. Now Sioux Falls skates out with it. Near side over the Laker blue line, putting a shot on. That goes wide at 13:05. We rattled off 4 minutes of this third period. Still scoreless in this hockey game. Still scoreless. Picked up here by the Lakers. They'll skate stick handle the puck out to center ice. And we have a whistle as we have a couple of players that maybe got into a little
that's Green.
Scuffle.
Green is the
there.
Laker that's down there.
And they may pull them both.
Har and Green, I would think both of them would go if they're going to give anybody.
Apparently they're not going to give them. I guess the players, the officials are going to let them play.
Green's lined up at the face-off. I don't think he's been told.
I'm not going anywhere.
I think both coaches are going, wait, well, you blew the play dead, but you didn't take anybody to the penalty box?
And Hart's not going to the box either.
No. So Rosenbaum out there will face off against Green.
That's exactly what Coach Witt is saying, but he's all right. My player's not going. Let's go.
Let's go. So it comes back out to the point, held in by, of course, Halverson. Loose puck out front with 12:47. Up over the glass and out of play. Okay, 12:47 left, still scoreless, and 37-16. This has been great. Lakers have played well for 2+ periods right now, Jim Lloyd.
Coach Witt talks all the time. We need to play 3 periods.
Yeah,
they
he
have
does.
12:47 left.
And they are right there. Rosenbaum. Lakers actually win the draw. Play it back behind their own net. Sheehan over here, dumps it out here onto the stick of Bowling. Bowling goes after that loose puck, plays it out in the center ice area. Picked up here by Rosenbaum. Right side pass, comes over here. Reiners puts a shot on, kicked out that time by, of course, the Lakers. McBride, loose puck back behind the net, picked up here for Sioux Falls. We're looking back for Halverson to the point. He gets it now just inside the blue line, puts a shot on, kicked out again as well. 38 saves so far for the junior netminder from Watertown. Shot left side, kicked out as well. And of course it's picked up here, backhander that time by Olsen, the Lakers zone. 12 minutes to play in this scoreless hockey game. Picked up here by Bowling, clears it onto the stick, nice pass. Beautiful pass for Boomsma. Tries to go around the defender, puts a shot on, goes off the side of the net. I think the netminder made the stop.
We don't need anything stupid now.
Oh,
Nope.
boy.
There's a little
Now
brawl
we're getting
breaks out.
some
This is not
sticks.
smart.
Sticks
Not
get a
smart.
shoving. Nope, you're right.
Not for either team in a 0-0 game. You can't be taking players out of the game.
So 11:53, we'll see them sort this thing out.
I'm not sure if we're going to get anything. We're probably going to take 2 players, probably, if anything.
Penalty box is small. I don't think it's going to fit all 5 guys from each team in there.
No, my guess is that we're going to have 1 from each team.
Well,
We're
so
going to
far,
have 2 from Sioux Falls.
Well, Rosenbaum is one of those that goes off.
At this point, when that kind of thing happens, the Watertown Lakers need to hold their head.
Yes.
They got to hold their head. And Green's going to go in.
Green's going to go.
Something like this can make the difference in a game.
Yes. And
so they are going to do just 1 for the Watertown Lakers, the way it looks.
So Watertown's going to get power play out of this.
Yes. A Pelican.
Well, that's
Power
okay
Sports
then.
Power play.
Right.
Then that's okay.
Right, if it's
If they get a
Watertown,
power
yeah.
play, yeah.
Yeah. Pelican Power Sports Power play. I've said it twice in a row now.
And that's what we're looking for
Pelican
here.
Power Sports Power play.
But the officials are talking over across the way of what the penalties are, and I would think both captains. How do you? And that's what you think about too, is how do you handle these penalties? Because the easiest thing is to give all of them a penalty.
Yep.
Yeah.
The hardest thing is to give someone a power play unless you saw something in there that deserves 1 extra guy going. And then
it gets really difficult for these officials.
Yeah, it's also difficult which guy you're going to take.
Yeah,
right.
Because
You're right.
all 10 guys are right there pushing each other. So what guy do you want to take?
You probably start to look at maybe who started it. And, if there was any backlash hits, it's the famous saying that they always see the second hit, right?
Yep, you're right.
And they weren't really hits. There was some pushing going on. It was some pushes.
Oh, they're going to take another Watertown
They
guy.
are.
Hortink is going off here as well.
Oh, and-
Nope, he's going to go in. They're going to pull out Green.
Green's not going. Okay, so Green comes out.
Well, that's
Well,
interesting.
that was a short visit. So
or are they going to put Green back in there?
they're looking for him.
Green got out of there. He goes,
Yeah, I'm
no,
out.
it's that
I'm
guy,
out. I'm
not
clear.
me, not me.
And now they're saying, no, you got to get back in there.
So Austin goes, no, I really
So there's
don't
going
want
to be there's going to be 2 each, which is probably smart, John.
Yeah.
To not give a team an advantage at this point.
Yeah.
Yes, you have to put the right guys in the penalty box, but I like this decision by the officials to leave even strength here.
They've done a good job all weekend.
Yeah, something egregious had to have happened for the play to dictate, or that scrum to dictate someone getting a power play out of
Right.
it. And
Right.
I didn't see anything that that was more by one team than the other.
Right, it was both teams.
So the face-off will come in the neutral zone. That should be right outside the Sioux Falls blue zone.
This thing is yet to get way more interesting than what we're seeing right now.
Yeah, you're right. Everson against Kranz off the face-off. Lakers pick it up here, and they play it in, and that's Workus from, of course, Evans. Sioux Falls gets to it, plays it around the board. Lakers, Evans will hold it in, though.
Oh, good
Looking
shot
for
by
center
Evans.
Pass right on goal from the, from the right board.
Coincidental minor penalties, 5-on-5.
So all that work, and we are 5-on-5 hockey.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Yeah, 11:38 to go. Kranz facing off here against Everson. Sioux Falls actually wins the draw. They'll hold the zone. Now they play it here, goes into the Lakers zone. We'll have a whistle. And, of course, icing here against Sioux Falls. Yeah, that's a tough call for the officials. They did a great job.
They really did a nice job. I like that call.
If you're in a penalty box with someone else, you think it's a little less lonely when you got a teammate in there with you? At least you have a conversation with somebody.
Yeah, twice as many swear words.
Berglund against Kranz, shot on that time by the Lakers, but a little bit off balance. Couldn't get a really play on it. Was Foley. Comes back now in the Lakers zone, and Har goes after that loose puck. Har's a dangerous guy, and he's out there with Clinton and Berglund. Berglund looking for a centering pass. Shot on, might have hit the pipe. I heard a little bit of a clink, but comes out here nevertheless, played by Eng. And the centering pass out here, that's Nathan. And another shot here out front, and nobody. Where is the puck?
It's out.
It's
Owen
out.
McBride.
Only made a two-nice save. Only made another save.
Oh, another save, and they score.
Owen McBride never did stand up.
Oh, at 10:48, the tie is broken.
Looks like maybe Olsen. Owen McBride went down early in that sequence, and I think he made 3, maybe 4 saves laying on his back. The puck was laid next to the goal. Lakers kicked it out, and it came right back to him, and Owen never even had a chance to stand up. So with 10:48 left, Sioux Falls strikes first. Wow.
Yes.
You can't fault Owen for that.
No.
And you really can't fault anybody. I mean, that's just a scrum in front of the net for 30 seconds, or maybe it was more like 15 seconds, but it seemed like a long time.
And all the net problems that we've had today, somehow the net stayed on its moorings.
That thing should have fell off its moorings earlier.
We'll have to get the goal for you. Althoff off the draw, plays it back in. We'll have a whistle.
Well, these two guys here are just
Officials
talking.
are not ready
they
yet.
got nothing to talk about.
At first, I thought maybe were we going to talk about if the net actually came off its moorings and it should have been a goal or not. But there was just a quick conversation that said, okay, yep, we're good.
Oh, yeah. Well, let's see how the Watertown Lakers are going to respond here.
The announcement, who got the goal?
I think it was Olsen.
Picked up here. Clinton gets credit.
Got it.
Unassisted. Clinton gets the unassisted goal for Sioux Falls to break a scoreless tie with 10:36 to go. If you thought it was noisy before, it's going to be noisy the rest of this game and the next 2 coming up.
Now the net came off the moorings. Nothing even going on.
Althoff got dumped behind the net. Now the referees are talking about it again. And get the song, Can We Just Talk? Probably easier just to talk and not try to push each other around.
This is all right, though, for both teams right now. You're getting a little rest.
A little rest, yep, a little breather.
It does help.
Everson, Green out there. Sioux Falls holds the zone, and they lost it but got it back. And they play it back in the near corner over here. Althoff and Sheehan go after that loose puck picked up here by the Lakers. This is Green. Or I should say Bowling. Dumps it in there. Bowling and Boomsmo were after that puck. Picked up by Foley. They'll play it along the far rail over there. Sioux Falls, Foley tries to take it out. Does. Puts it right on. Save made that time by Brunick of Sioux Falls.
Tommy Foley just taking that puck off the rail over there. Was behind a Sioux Falls skate. I don't know how he got it out of there.
So let's see, we have McBride out there, and of course Evans defensively. Bramer on this line with Bowling. And Boomsma. Sioux Falls with a puck in their own zone, back behind their own net, playing it in Gretzky's office. Too far for Berglund, but nevertheless Sioux Falls maintains possession, dumps it in for Clinton. Lakers take it away. That, of course, was Bowling. They'll hold the zone, hauling. Rink-wide pass to his teammate. Thus Gromer puts a shot on, broken up in traffic. Oh, they fanned on maybe an open net that time, Sioux Falls. Comes back out here, Lakers clear it to the neutral zone. Picked up here by Berglund. We're going to have a whistle. We may have a penalty coming up here, delayed penalty.
That's going to be on Olsen.
I think it's going to be on Thomas Clinton.
Oh, yeah, sorry, Thomas Clinton. Yeah, you're
Clinton
right.
gets called for interference. He took down the Watertown player after the puck was already gone.
All right,
it's going to be interference. That can be huge. We talked about staying out of the box.
Yep.
That could be huge. We're going to have a power play here for the Lakers.
Pelican Power Sports Power Play.
It is a
right.
Pelican
I
Power
really
Sports
wanted
Power
to
Play.
say Pelican Power Sports Power Play.
Well, you did anyway. Timeout's taken by the Lakers as well.
All right, 9:38. They'll have a power play here.
This is
For 2 minutes.
This is a huge power play for the Lakers. You know, it would have been even if it was 0-0, but now being down 1-0, it's almost more important because you got to find a way to try and tie this hockey game up.
The Lakers still have not scored a goal in this game.
8 periods?
8 periods plus.
Oh. It's hard to win games if you don't score in 8 periods.
I wonder if you went back on those 3 games and figured up, and you could do it quite easily, how many saves Owen McBride has made.
Yep.
I bet it's been over 100. Easy.
Well,
got 44 in this game.
All they need to do is get 1 here.
That's right. They open the door, the floodgates. Face off here over the Laker blue line, neutral zone. Berglund works down there against Kranz. Kranz wins the draw. Good job. 3-on-1, actually 2 if he would have hurried, and he did. Comes back here to Sheehan. Sheehan, cross ice pass that time for backhander that time by Evans. Wouldn't go to score!
They got it!
They got it!
Boomsma!
Boomsma breaks the drought!
Parker Sheehan zipped it over to Evans. Evans threw it at the net, and I'm assuming that was a rebound goal. A lot of traffic in front, so we couldn't really see what was going on. Boomsma found it on the left post.
And Austin Green's going to get a penalty after the play was over, after the goal was scored.
Well, he might be gone.
Yeah.
He might be gone.
He's going to get a penalty when they went through what you would call the handshake line, right?
Yeah, he knocked over Matthew Haar, I believe it was. And
he didn't do it on purpose, did he?
It wasn't.
Who knows?
That's a really tough penalty to take.
It is. Well, and we've had 3 of those this game by the Lakers away from the play.
All right, 9:24 left in regulation.
But it is tied, 1-1.
It is tied 1-1.
1-1.
Power play goal.
And Everson. The Lakers finally break the drought. Oh, and then he falls down. Lakers with a chance here. Shot on, a little bit off the mark. Picked up by Hahn, or I should say Sheehan. Shoots it wide. Now Bowling gets to the puck, plays it back behind the net. Grover gets on it for Sioux Falls. So he comes out here to the neutral ice area. Lakers get it, play it back into the Sioux Falls zone with 9 minutes.
And we're going to get
play.
a penalty here. We're going to get a penalty here away from the play. It's going to be Althoff with a cross check away from the play. My eyes happen to be in the right spot. They very seldom are. But down on the right-hand side of me, after the play, Althoff and Parker Sheehan. Parker Sheehan held his head. He's a senior. He held his head pretty good on that one and let Althoff commit the penalty.
So
Huge
it's
penalty.
actually 4-on-4 here.
Yep.
For 1:32 seconds.
30 seconds differentials here on the penalties.
Face off to the right of Brunick in the Sioux Falls zone. Kranz on the face off here. Down there against, of course, Mr. Everson. Comes back out here in neutral ice, picked up by Haar. Haar, right side pass for Everson, separated from the puck, following Olsen on the play. Goes to the right corner, looks for a center pass, had Haar right there, but it's knocked off the stick that time, picked up by Evans. Plays it back behind his own net for Sheehan. Cross ice pass too far with a stretch pass for Boomsma, gets off on the change by Watertown. Back here in the neutral zone, the Lakers get to it, run into their own man, picked up here by Everson, and of course Sioux Falls offside.
Yep, that was Haar.
My goodness.
That was Haar standing on the corner of the blue line and took one step. And offside.
Well, we've had a couple of interesting games today so far with 2 dandies yet to come.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. Who said hockey wasn't fun? And it comes back out here for Olsen off the faceoff. That was Bowling against Everson. 66 against 22.
Oh, there goes a stick. Wow.
There goes a stick. Broke that sucker in about 13 places. Shot on that time. McBride kicks it out. Over the top of the net. He goes with that. Back out it comes here for Olsen. Right side for Everson. Left side shot right on. Save
Owen
made
McBride.
by Owen McBride. 45 saves today. He's given up 1 goal. 1:01 to go on the Althoff penalty, 33 seconds on the Green penalty. So it's 4 aside right now. Everson And, of course, off the face-off, back to Olsen. Deep slot, puts a shot on, broken up in traffic. Getting on it, of course, is for the Lakers, McBride. Takes it out here, neutral zone. Good job, he stays with it, the freshman. Over the blue line, still with the puck. Runs into, of course, Nathan over there. Gets taken down. Puck comes out here. Lakers, one-timer, shot on, a little wide by Foley. He was ready with a gun. Beebe with a shot right on. Save made that time by, of course, the Sioux Falls netminder, Brunick.
Good opportunities there for the Watertown Lakers.
21 shots on goal today. That's good. That's a big increase from yesterday when they had 7. If Watertown would play like this all year long, they would have won a few more games.
Absolutely. I agree.
So off the face-off, Sioux Falls gets to it. Oh, I should say Watertown gets to it. Bowling comes back over here to intended that time for Evans.
Watertown looking to score right here. We've got 30 seconds compared to 2, so we're going to go on a power play here.
The winner meets Sioux Center tomorrow in the Consolation Championship. The loser gets to go home. Off the face-off here, the Lakers shoot it a little bit wide. They actually won the draw, picked up
Lakers
here.
power play right now.
Lakers power play. Pelican Power Sports power play. Comes over here, kept in this time by Sheehan. Dumps it back in the corner. Plays it there. Gromer doesn't get to it, but over there the Lakers have Green as well as Bowling. Green along the near rail. Cross ice pass here. Picked up here, of course, by Evans. Evans winds up, broken up in traffic. Over there is Boomsma. Back it comes here to Sheehan. Parker puts a shot on that actually hits one of his own people. That was Green off the knee. Comes back out here. This is Altoff. Skating in, puts a shot on. Save made that time by Owen McBride.
Somehow I knew that was going to happen with Max Evans. Max Evans can play some pretty good defense, and he can cover a lot of ground when he needs to.
He really can.
And he had a beat on him all the way.
He was streaking after him like you wouldn't believe.
And that was a good, clean check.
Absolutely.
Shoulder to shoulder, and knocked him off the puck where he didn't get that clean shot.
Yep.
Face off to the left of McBride. 6:48 to go. 1-1 hockey game. But we were scoreless up till a couple of minutes ago. Comes off here, shot on, broken up in traffic.
off the post.
Off the post, who cares? Comes back out here and running after that loose puck, of course, is Nathan. Lakers get on it. Lakers put a shot on. Brunick was there, couldn't get the rebound. They couldn't get the puck on it in time. Sioux Falls comes out here and, of course, picked up here by Foley. Foley with a rink-wide pass, but it was instead knocked down. Picked up here by Boomsma. Back to Sioux Falls holds the zone. Back too far for Oltoff. Winds up with a shot anyway, blocked by the Lakers. Lakers pick it up here. Over there, of course, is Nathan. Loose puck in the corner.
That's not going to be a smart one there. They're going to check from behind. That's going to be Boomsma. Boomsma's going to be done.
Well, Boomsma will be done, I'm afraid.
He's done.
And that's tough.
Yep, he leaves. Can't get off the ice though. He can't go.
Blair Boomsma, he's a junior. So he's gonna be able to play some more hockey here. But he's done for the day.
Yeah, now he's gonna be a fan of trying to get the team to get to Sunday.
Yep.
Pelican, power play, power sports.
They haven't put it up on the board yet. Not the time for a power play. We talked about penalties. You don't want any power plays in this game.
Pelican, power sports, power play.
Teams are so evenly matched.
Berglund. Yeah. Well, that's the best game between the three they've had this year. Back to Haar along the near rail here. Holds his own. Rink wide pass. Goes over here for Nathan. He gets it back at the point. Puts a shot on. Save made by McBride.
Owen McBride is just playing with so much confidence right now.
Yeah. He's playing like we expected him to all year, quite honestly. Yeah. This should be a great test for him to going into the off season. Back to Olsen, shot on, kicked out again by McBride. 47 saves. That's what he had yesterday, 41, I guess. Back the other way, skating after that puck, of course, was Evans. Neutral zone, backhander that time by Kranz. Francis played pretty well in this game also.
Yep,
Goes
he's
after that
one of the
loose
two
pass.
seniors.
That's right, playing maybe his last game. Comes back out here. McBride puts a shot on. Beebe goes after that loose puck in the far corner. In the Sioux Falls zone. Lost the handle, picked up here by Sioux Falls. 2-on-1 if he hurries. 2-on-2 back. Good back check that time off, of course, Altoff. And going after that puck over there is Hansen. Back to the point. Olsen puts the shot on. Broken up by the Lakers. They clear it back to Olsen. Neutral zone. Near side, Gromer. Gromer in over the Laker blue line. We have a whistle.
Altoff couldn't quite get back. He was coming from deep in the zone. Knew he had to get back, and Gromer didn't quite wait for him long enough.
No. So 5:05 to go. 1-1 hockey game. Lakers still down, but for 59 seconds. So, of course, the Pelican Power Sports power play still in effect for Sioux Falls. Berglund just outside the blue line of the Lakers. Works down there. And he works down there against Allard. Allard's played a pretty good game, actually. He's done quite well. Comes out, he doesn't have a point to show for it, but sometimes they'll play things that you don't oversee. Back into the Sioux Falls zone. Hermson goes back to get that puck for Sioux Falls. Leaves it now for Nathan. Nathan gets some pressure, plays it ahead now for Berglund. Berglund over the Laker blue line with the puck near side, works against Sheehan. Sheehan's going to take him up against the corner, pin him up against the advertisement, gets away with it, comes back out here to the point, comes over here to Hermson, puts the shot on, broken up in traffic, misdirected.
That went off a Lakers skate.
Off a Lakers skate is
off
right.
a Lakers skate. And that's one of those things that just happened, and it happened to go off of Thomas Foley's skate. He knows it.
That's one too. You know, Thomas Foley is going to be upset with himself. He's going to be, it's going to be in his mind for a while. But you can't do anything about that.
No.
That's one where you're in the right spot. It just so happened to be a bad break.
Well, from the Sioux Falls standpoint, it's a great example why you throw it at the net sometimes.
Exactly.
Just throw it at the net.
Because even if it's going wide, sometimes it still goes in.
Yeah, Everson works there.
Looks like there's an offside called on Sioux Falls.
Hermson gets credit. Power play goal for Hermson. And Berglund.
It's sometimes that's just the way the puck bounces.
Yep, that's
exactly part of this
right.
game. 4:18 though, they have plenty of time.
Green, 4:18 to go. Lakers win the draw. This is Evans, who gets stripped of the puck that time by Everson. Back comes Sioux Falls. A loose puck picked up here by the Lakers. Green plays it ahead here into the Sioux Falls zone. Olsen goes back to get the puck. Icing call there against the Lakers with 4:04 to go. 2-1 hockey game. This has been a dandy, though.
Emmett Nathan and Ryan Berglund get the 2 assists to Wyatt Hermson's goal, the power play goal.
Okay.
On the Pelican Power Sports power play.
Whoever came up with that name comes back out here. Long pass ahead, and McBride makes the stop. 40, make that 48 saves for that young man today.
The name is all right, but when you attach it to a power play.
Yeah, Pelican Power Sports.
I don't even know if the name's any good. No, I'm just kidding. It's Jim Lloyd.
358.
Yeah. You give him a call.
Yeah, that's right. Far corner comes over here for Hansen.
Not this weekend.
Maybe. He's a little busy this weekend.
Call on Monday.
Don't call his wife.
We're playing hockey right now.
50-22 shots on goal favor Sioux Falls. They're up on the scoreboard 2-1. Everson faces off here against Green. They've done that a few hundred times. Comes back out here. Olsen puts a shot right on and seeing it easily.
Olsen's a big part of this Sioux Falls team.
Yeah, you don't think of him as being that. You're right.
He's not the fastest, but he's pretty good with his stick, and he's very steady on his skates, but he's always by the puck.
Only 3 goals, but he has 15 assists coming into this tournament. 2-1, 3:45 off the face-off. Sioux Falls, that's, of course, is Nathan. Near side here. Comes out, and it's deflected that time. Nathan and, of course, Hansen. Hansen and Nathan that time. Comes back into the Sioux Falls zone. Icing the puck, I think, will be the call. We come back into the Watertown Lakers zone.
The other guy that doesn't get a lot of credit, maybe where credit's due, is Parker Sheehan. Parker Sheehan, if you watch him for a couple couple shifts of his. He works really hard at playing defense, and he's gotten really good at it.
Senior.
Yep.
They'll miss him. Has done a good job. His game's picked up a lot. Shot on the way, broken up that time by, of course, Mr. McBride. Sioux Falls takes the puck back. Now, of course, both teams are at full strength here. Shot on, broken up in traffic. Lakers get the puck. They pick it up here. Beebe overskates it just a little bit. Foley plays it ahead. Foley'd like to get a goal to tie it right here, let me tell you. He'll go after that loose puck over there, put a check on his man. A good hip check that time. Comes out here, picked up by Sioux Falls. And this is Olsen to Altoff. Gets ridden in the boards by Sheehan. Sheehan will catch him at the corner. Put a check on there. Loose puck with 2:48 to play. Now the time getting to be an important factor. Comes out here, delayed penalty coming up here nevertheless.
That's on part of Sheehan for interference.
So Sheehan.
That'll be a tough one to sit. He's going to get out with 43 seconds left in this game.
So
if things don't change, that's how he'll end his career in the penalty box. But he's had a good senior year. Face-off coming here along the near rail, kept in by Hermsen, who has the winning goal right now. Cross-ice pass comes over here to Nathan. Looking for Berglund, 2:29 to play, so Lakers essentially play the rest of this game a man short. Comes out here, Lakers on the move, and they'll get it out here. Here's Green with a puck. Green with a puck, he has Evans right there. Evans can't quite get around the defender. The puck got beyond the defender, but Evans couldn't quite get to that loose puck, and covered up, of course, by their netminder, that is Brunick.
That's Nathan playing some good defense against Evans.
Yep.
Knew that he had to keep him away from the puck.
Watertown took their timeout, so they don't have that timeout to set up how they want to pull Owen McBride at some point.
Good point. And Green facing off here against Berglund. To the left of Brunick, Sioux Falls zone with 2:13 on the clock, another whistle.
It dropped unfairly, so I guess it was dropped unfairly.
Yep, we're going to do it over. So. We'll get a do-over.
That's a do-over. All right, Berglund and Green again. Officials have done a good job in this game. They've done a great job all weekend. Face off here. Draw comes off to Sioux Falls. Berglund gets it back from a teammate. Skates out to center ice. Laker blue line gets ridden off the puck there. Another delay penalty coming up here.
It's Max Evans.
And this time with 2:01 to play.
The Sioux Falls player is slow to get up here. I thought that was a pretty clean hit.
I did too, and I thought he was kind of faking it, if I can use that term, but I guess not.
No, I thought
he didn't look like it was that big a deal. So it didn't, but he's still down. So obviously it was.
Max Evans stepped up on the blue line to knock him off the puck, and I actually thought he did a good job. I don't know what the referees saw there.
I don't know if they called a knee or a trip.
Yeah, that's possible.
But that's been the.
And the player goes into the boards pretty hard, but it happened pretty much at mid-ice.
Yeah, it didn't look like it was that big a deal.
So the Lakers here are going to take on another penalty, so they're going to be 5-on-3.
Sioux Falls with the advantage.
Less than ideal.
Yeah, no kidding.
Even when you pull your goalie, at some point, you're still going to be
a man
5
down.
on. Yeah, it's going to be. If you get to 5-on-4 when it happens, then you're still.
That's a good
5-on-5 and.
Game today, of course, brought to you by Shields Iceplex and Clubhouse. Here, Pizza Ranch. He's up. Gosh, he didn't look like it. Just didn't realize the severity of it. It didn't appear that way.
No,
Ryan Berglund, I believe it is.
Yeah, he's being helped off.
Number 7.
Yeah, helped off the ice. He's not putting any weight on that one leg. So hopefully he's not hurt bad.
And that's the thing is, some of the most innocent plays, looking plays, can do the most damage. And for Berglund, you hope at this point, if the score stays the same and Sioux Falls plays tomorrow, you hope that he's able to play.
Yeah.
But obviously, you want to be cautious because you want Berglund. I don't know if he's a junior or senior. But you want him to be able to play again next year if he's got another year left.
Yeah, and Max Evans came up to make a good play. Be interested to see what they call. I don't think we ever did see an indication of what the actual penalty was.
Both referees had their hands up, but never made a motion to a knee or a trip.
You don't suppose it could be a knee penalty?
It could be a knee penalty, but it looks like it's going to be a 2 and a 10.
Yeah, it is. It's going to be a 2 and a 10.
So he's done.
And that one, like I said, I thought it was a clean hit. I really did.
And so we'll see now, too.
It certainly wasn't a violent hit.
No. It wasn't. Yeah, we've seen some harder hits in this game, but however he hit him and then however it happened, it's a 5-minute, it's a major penalty to Max Evans.
Major.
So his term is done. Even if Watertown comes back and wins
he's not playing tomorrow.
Yeah, he can't play tomorrow.
No. Yeah. That's huge.
And that means that even if you tie it up, you're still going to be on the penalty kill in overtime if you go to overtime.
Yeah,
so what was the actual call?
We haven't heard.
The actual penalty.
I think it might be a kneeing major penalty.
Yeah, that would be the one in that case that would be a major penalty.
So off the face-off.
Following penalty was assessed. Watertown Lakers, number 10, Max Evans. 5 minutes. 5-minute major for kneeing. And a game misconduct.
And game misconduct.
And that's an automatic game misconduct.
Shot on goal, and McBride makes the stop.
It's a penalty you very rarely see.
Yeah.
Kneeing, but they do take that one serious.
Lakers down, actually 5-3 here, and down on the scoreboard 2-1. Back out here it comes to a teammate. Picked up here, Gromer puts a shot on, and it gets deflected away because it's in the glove.
McBride said, "You want to shoot glove side?" Okay, here we go.
That's an easy one.
Yeah, minute 40.
So the Lakers have an uphill battle here to try to get on the board with the penalty situation.
Yeah, it's really tough. Picked up by Gromer, shot on, save again made by McBride.
Gromer just winding up for everything he had on that shot.
Minute 38 to play in regulation. We have another one coming at 4:35. The way this is going, we're going to be almost keeping it on here to start that one. Comes back out here. Sioux Falls, the Lakers trying to get to it. McBride's been all over the place today.
And
we're going to get a cross check here.
Watertown, they're not going to get back to full strength anywhere. It's going to be 5-on-3 the entire rest of this game.
Yep.
Yeah, minute 20.
We got delayed penalty here, and Sioux Falls controlling the puck.
Take it back out to the point. Sioux Falls holding near side here for Hansen. One-timer that goes off the mark. That, of course, is off the stick of Everson.
Lakers need to touch the puck.
Olsen, yeah, they do. Shot here, broken up off the far boards. 1 minute remaining. 2-1. Lakers down by 2. Shot on here, save made, and covered up that time by McBride.
Another couple guys go, and oh boy. Again, this is not. If you're Sioux Falls 1, you really don't want to be getting penalties.
Yeah.
Because you might get an extra penalty on you, and that might get you out of the game for tomorrow.
Yeah, that's a very good point. If the
Green
score
and Bowling
stays the way it is,
I think Green and Bowling are both going to go. Green is done.
Yeah, Hansen's going to go too.
51.6 seconds. So if things stay the way they are, it'll be Sioux Center and Sioux Falls tomorrow.
We surely don't need this at the end of this game.
No.
Very good hockey game. And now it gets a little ugly.
But that's, 2 years ago, and obviously because we didn't get a chance to call anything but 2 games last year, we've seen penalty boxes get filled up at the end of a game in a state tournament because emotions have been running high all game, and it's a close game, and you get one extra push, and all of a sudden that turns into about 10 extra pushes.
Okay, so did I miss something? What happened to the delayed penalty that we were playing on?
That one should be, that one won't start until the 9 seconds are up here on the Parker Sheehan penalty.
Because we were 5-on-3, right?
Yep.
And then we had a delayed penalty coming.
So it'll be 2 minutes of full 5-on-3 or less. But, that next penalty cannot start until the first one's over when there's already 2 going on.
All right.
Comes back out jumps over the stick that time of Clinton. And Kranz goes after that loose puck in the Sioux Falls zone. 45 seconds. Really all they have to do is hang on to the puck and kill time.
Yeah, they don't really need to take it up the ice at all.
Gromer.
That's exactly what they're doing.
Here, that's kind of what they're doing. Pick up here, right side pass comes Althoff. His pass out here just dumps it in the corner this time for Sheehan. Gromer goes after it. Gromer puts a hit on. Lakers clear it back in the neutral ice area. Picked up by McBride. McBride stick handles, has it poked off his stick that time by Olsen. 17 seconds on the clock. Back along the far rail over here, getting to the puck is Gromer. Just hang on was all he's got to do.
McBride left the net. I think they've iced it. They should have iced it.
And 5 seconds to play.
So I think the original penalty, Jim, got canceled out with everybody else getting penalties. So what happened was what was going to be a Watertown penalty to begin with ended up turning into all matching minor penalties.
Okay.
Which turns into then being 4-on-4, and now it's 5-on-5 with the goalie pulled with only 5 seconds to go. Unless they're talking about right now saying, wait a second here, there should have been an extra penalty. Nobody should have been on the penalty box.
Yeah. Kranz is out here. BB's out here.
How'd you like to be the scorekeeper over there?
Sheehan is out here. No, I wouldn't want that job.
But now he's running out of paper.
Now it's 5-on-4. Okay, they're going to get the next guy out there to make it 5-on-5. I was going to say, well, now it's only 5-on-4.
With no goalie.
Yeah, with no goalie,
with Bramer's out there. Off the face-off. Loose puck. They'll flip it down the ice. 3 seconds, and that will kill it. 2-1 the final. The Lakers get to go home, but they played a whale of a game.
They did. Played it all the way down to the wire. We talked about penalties.
55 saves in the game for McBride. And Brunick ends up with a total of 21 saves.
Probably the best game that the Lakers have played in a while.
Yes.
In a long while.
It really is.
There's a couple of kids on this team that is going to remember that, the young Lakers. Probably Thomas Foley, this one's going to be remembered by him. Owen McBride.
He did a heck of a job.
Got to be the player of the game. 57 shots on goal. He stopped 55 of them.
He stops 55.
So a 2-1 win at Sioux Falls and Sioux Center. We'll meet tomorrow in the Consolation Championship at 9:35 at the Denny Sanford Premier Center. And that's just the first matchup that is set for tomorrow. We've got 2 more games to get you set for the third place and championship game. We'll step aside and come back with the post game of this one. You're listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock, CapitalCityRock.com, KS93, and on Capital City Rock Sports on YouTube.
Hello, hockey fans. First National Bank is excited to sponsor the 2021 Varsity Hockey State Tournament. Good luck to all the talented players, and a special shout out to our hometown team, the Hawaii Capitals. At First National Bank, we're always on your team and ready with the assist to reach your financial goals. Check us out at firstnationalbanks.com or at First National BNK on Facebook. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Now's the time to get a great deal on Kubota equipment, like versatile #1 selling Kubota BX and L Series compact tractors, Z Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Stop by your local Kubota dealer today. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 60 months, now through June 30th. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for more details.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates. At your service, at your side. With offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
The Clubhouse Hotel and Suites has Midwestern charm and unprecedented attention to detail that provides the perfect getaway. The Clubhouse Hotel and Suites provides a complimentary deluxe continental breakfast featuring hot waffles, biscuits, and gravy. They also have an indoor children's water playland, whirlpool and fitness center, and a beautiful backyard patio with seasonal fire pits. Everyone deserves a night away. Call 605-494-2582 to make your reservation today. The Clubhouse Hotel and Suites. Experience luxury in the heart of South Dakota.
Hey, this is Chris Busher, driver of the #17 Fastenal Ford. Are you looking for ways to move your business forward faster? Fastenal can help with solutions to bring speed and efficiency to your supply chain. Get the best industrial brands, names like Milwaukee, MCR, and Kimberly-Clark Professional, in ways that minimize stockouts, total cost of ownership, and inventory on hand. From industrial vending to automated bins, Fastenal has a supply solution to move the needle on your business goals.
And we are back here at the postgame here at the Shields Iceplex for Game 2 as the now 5th place game for tomorrow is all set, as it will be Sioux Falls taking on Sioux Center, a 2-1 win for Sioux Falls 1 over Watertown. And John Winkler alongside Jeff Anderson, Jim Lloyd. That was a really heck of a good game between two good teams.
Well, the scoreless tie was, of course, broken at the 10:48 mark of the third period. That was a Clinton goal giving Sioux Falls a 1-0 lead. Lakers tied it up some minute and 24 seconds later. Boomsma making a 1-1 hockey game. And then, of course, Sioux Falls, the winner by Hermson, a power play goal with, of course, Berglund and Nathan assisting at 4:25, giving Sioux Falls a 2-1 lead and subsequent win. But the interesting thing was there, Herman's goal went actually off the skate of Thomas Foley and went into the net, so it was really misdirected. But Hermson gets credit for the goal. Sioux Falls gets credit with a 2-1 win. But a heck of a game nevertheless, and that's just how hockey goes sometimes. 55 saves in the game for Watertown's Owen McBride. He was outstanding in the nets today. 21 for Brunick, Jason Brunick of Sioux Falls. 2-1 final in that one. And of course, coming up now, we have the two semifinal matchups with Owyhee and Rushmore. That should be a dandy, followed by Brookings and Sioux Falls 2. So can it get any better? I don't know, but we've had two very exciting games here this afternoon.
When I looked at the schedule this morning, I thought, we're going to have a couple sleepers to start out with.
Yeah.
We did everything but sleep on those two. Wow.
It's been anything but, yeah. So that's true. Now, of course, the Rushmore's coming up here, and, of course, Owyhee will have their Kelly green pants, white sweaters, and the green around the, of course, the back and the middle, the chest, and, of course, those gold numbers. Owyhee will be out here, I should say not Owyhee, but Rapid, Rushmore Thunder in their black uniforms, black sweaters, black pants, black helmets, black socks, everything's black except the numbers are white.
Look at those big white numbers, John.
Oh, you gotta like those.
Huh? Can I do this game, John?
I think Capitals fans, well, maybe they would be happy for someone else to do it. They might say, yeah, we don't want John doing it this time.
Hey,
now,
let's do a mail-in vote here.
Yeah.
All right.
no, John, the voice of the Owyhee Capitals. We like to razz him about that. He does a fantastic job for the Capitals and wouldn't have it any other way.
So we will come back here. The game's scheduled for 4:35. We'll take about a 5-minute break. We'll get everything reset to go. We'll get to about one song. We're going to change over to 1480 KSDR for this game as well in Watertown. And, of course, it'll stay on Capital City Rock, capitalcityrock.com. And we'll be back on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. So Sioux Falls beats Watertown 2-1. They will meet Sioux Center in the Consolation Championship game tomorrow morning at 9:35. As we'll have the state semifinals coming up next with the Owyhee Capitals and the Rushmore Thunder in Game 1. Back in about 5 minutes, you're listening to the state tournament. You have been listening, and you will be listening more to the state tournament on Capital City Rock, KS93, capitalcityrock.com, and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
You've been listening to the 2021 Boys State Hockey Tournament. State Hockey Tournament coverage is brought to you by First National Bank, Envirotech, Taco John's, and Xander Auto Parts. State Tournament Hockey is also brought to you by Fisher Rounds, Kubota, Dakota Land, The Clubhouse in Pierre, Weatherall, and Hermanson Endodontics. State Tournament Hockey is also brought to you by Owyhee Federal Credit Union, Fastenal, Tickled Pink, the Shields Iceplex, Midwest Hockey TV, and Grey Goose Store and Social Club. And also by Leisure Palace Pools and Spa, Reliabank, Pelican Power Sports, Pizza Ranch, and Sunmasters. Your home for the Owyhee Capitals is Capital City Rock and capitalcityrock.com. This has been a special presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting Sports, Central South Dakota's sports leader.